Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jay Banks. You know what day it is? Tuesday, another episode of the PowWow.
Yes, sir.
Got the whole tribe here today, bro. I'm excited about this
What's
one,
up,
man.
bro?
What up, bro?
Yeah, bro.
You're always running around to the last minute, and then you're just like, boom, I'm here. Let's go.
Here. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So today's the open podcast, man. So we got the other side of the table. We got the crew, bro. What's cracking, man?
Yo.
Kurt and Tyrell. What's up, bro?
How y'all doing?
Doing good. Make sure, Kurt, your voice is a little low, so make sure that mic is like a fist away from the. There you go. Yeah, I need to get some new arms in here, bro. Everyone pulls on those, man, and then all of a sudden the metal isn't the same. Everything kind of gets weaker on that side of the table.
Am I good now?
You're good,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, you got your headphones on? Can you hear everything? Cool. Let me check one more thing. We've been having issues with sound, so we're good on that one. Cool. All right, everybody, what's cracking, man? So it's an open mic night today, so we're just going to throw out some topics. There's a bunch of stuff going on right now, which is pretty wild, that Kanye shit. He's just like, I feel like at this point, man, he's just like the fraser wired in his brain, and he doesn't know what's going on anymore, man. You know what I mean? Like when you start to feel like you're losing touch of something. And I said this before, dude. Like, you know, his mom was his definite ground, right? Like, she was always the one that kept him grounded, and so now that he doesn't have that, bro, like he doesn't have anything to fall back on to tell him everything's gonna be okay, or like to give him that love and support, and to say, hey, man, like everything's cool. I'm sure everyone in Kanye's circle too hasn't been there since day one, so he's probably got a bunch of yes men around him, you know, that just keep hyping him up to do this type of stuff, man. Or, you know, maybe he doesn't.
I mean, he might have I'm sure there's got to be some whispers in his ear, some kind of influence on something. But does he take to it? I mean, he's such a unique individual. Like, he probably sometimes feels like no one's even in his lane a lot of the time, I'm sure. So he's probably like, I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do, and they can put their 2 cents in. And I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of people like, bro, don't do this. What are you doing? What are you doing? And he'll be like, it's me. Like, maybe there's people that try to challenge him. I don't know. Maybe he try to prove people wrong. I don't know. He's doing some wild. He has lived one remarkable life up into this point, man. So who knows the real truth, man?
I mean, when you get to that point, man, like what, you know, when he's got more money than anyone can imagine, right? And he's basically when I mean in the street game where too you got somebody that comes in and takes a company like Adidas or even a better example is Gap, a store that no one really cared about, right? Like that's a place you get blank shirts. You just go there to get your undershirts from Gap.
Right.
And he took that type of store and turned it into a streetwear brand that people like you know, the four of us are all like trying to get to and trying to buy stuff from Gap.
Yeah.
So when you get to that point, man, like you feel like everything you do is gold, right? Like, oh, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do this and I'm going to fix that and I'm going to make this happen. And so when things don't go your way or when like legality happens or, you know, like the same thing that happened to us recently with the store, man, it's like I'm like a mini version of Kanye when he freaks out because it's like I know there's nothing I can do, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's in the lease or it's in the writing.
Yeah.
And there's nothing I can do, but like my plan is now like diverted off the path that it was going to. So we got to figure out how to pivot and get it back on or you know, groove a new lane even.
Right. Exactly.
And so for somebody like him, I feel like, you know, he puts his mark on things, and when he does, it's definitely known. You know what I mean? He can do one post for Native and it would change our brand completely, right?
Yeah.
So like when you got that type of power, man, it's hard to be that civil and that understanding. But the shit that he's doing with this like white lives matter shirt, like bro, like I wouldn't wear that. Like, you know what I mean? I'm sure 99% of the country wouldn't wear that because that's not what we believe in, right? Like it's not the, you know, we're not trying to one up Black Lives Matters, or we're not trying to like take one race and put them above the other. Like kind of like I feel like that's what he's doing, man. He's kind of trying to like pinpoint each other against each other, right?
Well, I would say I think he's real good at getting people talking.
Controversy,
like online and like in the media and stuff like that. Like ever since, like even back in the days, like with Beyonce and Taylor Swift
We got
and stuff
15
like that.
kids coming in right now.
So I feel like he kind of understands that, like, if he can say certain stuff like that and get everybody talking.
Oh yeah,
For sure.
That's what I feel about it.
Sometimes I think that's his main focus, and you know, I could be making it all up, of course, but a lot of what he does is talked about through the media.
What's
period.
going on, fellas?
So no matter what he does, people are going to talk about it. If he walked on stage and he had one T-shirt on and one green shoe and one blue shoe, everybody's going to be talking about it just
Right.
because of who he is. So that's to me, it's like he's trying to maybe one up himself, or maybe caused enough storm to where while people are focusing on this, then I can go over here and do this and no one sees this because everybody's talking about this one picture.
Yeah,
that
watch this hand.
Yeah, you know, somebody.
Some magic tricks, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think sometimes, like, even if he's not trying to cause problems, he's doing something so that somebody's
Hey,
gonna
go over there
say.
and help them because they all got ice cream and shit, and they're all trying to figure out if they can go in that back room.
But
Sorry,
yeah, he wants to do something so that, like I said, like while everybody's focusing on this, he could be on the other side doing something completely different and completely opposite. But he's, you know, maybe this is him trying to continue to one up himself. Maybe that's what that is.
You
I
think,
don't know.
AJ? You think it might have something to do with like what's going on with him and Adidas and Gap?
Oh, for sure, bro. I think
You know what I'm
all of
saying?
it. I think all of it correlates, man. I think that, you know, when you got this many things happening, and when one business deal goes wrong, right? Like, you start worrying about that, and then you get a phone call. Like, you're already worrying about this, and you get a phone call going, "Hey, bro, this is happening," and all of a sudden you got two things going on, right? So, I mean, I think it's definitely just a pile of things that are just like piling onto his plate, and it's getting to the point where it's getting overwhelming. But like, he just didn't create that. Like, you got to make that shirt. Like, it's not like that was something that you just spontaneously thought about and then like started wearing it with Candace, right?
Yeah,
like the whitest black girl on the planet. So, you know,
Sure. She's super smart though.
yeah, for sure she is. For sure she is. But, you know, there was strategy to that, right? Like, that was planned, and that was something that just got to the point where it was planned, and we're going to do this. And, you know, there was a photographer waiting when they walked in that room, so they you know, took a picture of the back of that shirt. Like, it's all planned, and I'm sure there's some alternative motive to it, right? But, you know, like, we were trying to figure out like why he did it, like what the justification was, and like he posted something about like the same people that are worried about my White Lives Matter shirts are the same people that worship my white wife and made her entire family rich, which, like, those are apples and oranges though. Like, I don't, like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, he's trying to like
Compare the
justify it. Yeah, he's trying to justify the White Lives Matter by saying, well, look, you guys are like putting these white families on the map. I don't know, man. Like,
What, like,
the world.
that's the thing that's most confusing is he's literally in his own lane, and so when he does stuff for controversy, like clickbait, if you will, like, and he's in that lane at this point in his life, because maybe, you know how like people get to the point where there's no restrictions on them anymore. There's really like,
oh yeah,
he's there, right? So like, you don't even have to be on his level to get there. You know what I mean? You don't have to be on like Kanye's level to even be in that situation, because
Right.
a lot of people out there are way smaller scale than him, no restrictions on whatever they do, financially, anything. So if you get to that point, you maybe there's so much time to think and so much time to like introspect, like, and like not entertain yourself per se, but like have to just push your own mind. Sometimes you probably just gonna throw out something random. Why he chose the White Lives Matter shirt, that makes no sense to me. But back to the clickbait, you know,
it's
that's
triggering, just like the hat.
to
That's
see,
what I
to
like.
see how much more effect he can have, maybe, or maybe there's just, who knows? Like, is there a level of like, is there ego in this? Maybe not. Maybe he's
Always.
just, you know, I mean, yep.
Always.
I mean, it looks
When
that way, but
when it comes to him,
Sometimes I feel
there's
like it's clickbait though.
for
clickbait.
sure. I mean,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
that's it's the MAGA hat 2.0. He did this
he's
4
getting
years
it.
ago with the
Yeah,
MAGA hat.
He's
you know.
getting people to talk about it, regardless
That's
if
what I'm saying.
regardless if he even knows how big it's gonna blow up, regardless if he understands what's gonna happen next.
He's trying to get people attention right
we
now.
are
and
we are
then-
talking about it right now. So
Yeah.
what he did
He
is
won.
done.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's crazy. It's
crazy.
Well,
the weirdest way to do it.
but what if there was an ending to it, right? Like if that was a clothing brand he was trying to launch, or if there was something back behind it, but. It's just controversy at this point, right? So he's just trying to. He's either just trying to keep his name at the top of the TMZ list, right? Which maybe
he's pissing off some people.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe that's the move, man. Maybe you just create so much controversy that people
keep getting your name talked about.
I mean, that's bro.
It.
When I was 16 years old, I went to the Florence Mall and I went to that Things Remembered. It's like a store for like old women, right? That want like a.
Knickknacks or something.
Yeah, they want like their name engraved on something. And I went in and I got a business card, a metal business card holder, and I put on there, "Be so good that they can't ignore you."
Yeah.
And like I had it engraved on there. Actually, put it on a T-shirt or one of those button-ups a couple years ago. But
dope.
like that's "Be so good they can't ignore you." Like that was some shit that like it's been embedded in my head for a long time, bro. And that's one of the reasons why I think we're so good at what we do, is because I'm always trying to blow away the person in the suit and tie, right? Like when we first opened the store, it was just a pop-up shop for 4 weeks. You remember what it looked like. And Brandon Quillen came in. He was the assistant GM of the Levy. And he's like, I was like, what do you think, dude? Like, I've been in here building stuff to make this look like a store. And he was like, it looks really good, man. It looks good. He's like, still a pop-up shop, but it looks good. And when he said that, I was like, fuck.
Struck a nerve,
All right, bro.
right?
Yeah, wheels are turning. Okay, still looks like a pop-up shop. I got to change this. I'm only here for 28 days, bro. Like 4 Mondays and I'm gone, right? But like I moved everything in. I moved that big water heater in, moved the podcast in, built all of this, bro. Like this whole railing used to be on the wall on there holding clothes. Like I literally ripped this apart, rebuilt it to the way that it fit.
It was in a very
this
heavy
stage.
box, moving it over, bro. That's it's some serious piping.
But that's that's just what like my mind mentality was like, hey, you're only here for 4 weeks. Put one hard week of getting this place to the point where it looks like a store, not a pop-up shop. You know what I mean? And then that's why we're here today, bros, because I went above and beyond, and when somebody said it looks good, but I'm not impressed.
Right.
I was like, I've got to impress this dude. Like that's been my entire mentality since I started the clothing line. Was like, I got to get to the point where people are like, wow, this is not just buying stuff because you're a friend of mine, buying it because like this is ridiculous, dude. Like what you guys are doing here is phenomenal. And like every time somebody says that, bro, like it doesn't weaken at all. Like 2 years later, as soon as somebody goes, this is the coolest store I've ever seen. Like I look them in the eye and tell them I really appreciate that, man, because people don't say that. Like people hang on to words. It's weird how people hang on to words.
Words are very powerful, man. They are.
So for somebody to go, this is the coolest store I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Or why isn't this in Denver? And it's like, well, give us 10 years, give us 5 years, bro.
People literally say it so often. This is like the coolest store they've seen. It happens so often. Like we're about to add a counter, like
a little ticker,
like a little
bro.
ticker every time someone says it, like maybe mark your chalk on the wall kind of thing, like you know what I mean, like I don't know, some kind of tally, because like
Bart Simpson did.
man, like because so many people are saying it. It's astounding. Like honestly, it's amazing to see it in real time when people stumble into the store. They had no intention of being here
And
in
that's
the first place.
the best part, bro.
Yeah.
Is they don't come here for the store. They come in here and look around, and then they stumble in here and they go,
Yeah.
there's more to this than I think. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
right, yeah. And then once they get to look in, they start to see clues on the wall and the different components that make the store original. And once they eventually make their way and find themselves in front of that pop machine, and that door opens, and they see themselves in the white room, that point forward, they're either ready to share everything on social media because they just found the coolest store. So how many times do you go into a clothing store or a store in general and want to share it on social media? Not very often. That's not really a common thing. It's one of those. It's a new thing for social media to be the forefront of everyone's brains. I mean, we've done it for a long time, but to be, he's fooling me. He's fooling me.
Stole your mic, bro.
That's all
Stole
good.
your mic.
But it's a new thing for us to be so focused on social media on a marketing standpoint. Usually marketing is through radio, TV, and stuff like that. But now we're coming to the point where TikTok is the premier marketing. It really is. So people making TikToks in that room. What store do they do that in? That is my thoughts on it. Like you have a unique experience. You're in a unique place at Newport on the Levee. There's not a lot of places like this. So the combination, man, it's awesome to see in real time too. We're watching real life, like, handshakes, if you will. We have the counter on the register area. We have the Instagram follower counter, and you always see people want to follow it because they want to see what's going on at our store after they leave.
They like to see the numbers.
Yeah, and they like to see the numbers
They
too.
love
Yeah,
seeing the numbers.
there's a lot going on with it, man. It's really cool and it's fun to watch, man. It like, just like Jay explained, like, he's built this up so much, and then when we started working together and we all had built this team, it was like, all right, now our contributions and our moves forward are direct to the consumer, direct to the people that are coming to the store. So, like, it's awesome to see real time. Their faces glow and they're bright, and the light pops on their head when they see the cool things.
Yeah.
They even notice the back wall with the light form, with the lights and how it changes, like, even stuff like that. It's just part of the store, but it makes this store the coolest store ever to so many people, and it's hard to find, man. That's
For
stuff
sure.
like that is hard to find.
And you know what? Like, I don't want to go too much into the meeting we had this afternoon, but
Yeah.
what we were trying to iterate is, like, the attention to detail, bro. Like, and that's something that we're so good at, that, like, I think companies like Justice and all these other big, like, they would die for the information that we have. You know what I mean? Because we're getting real time.
Yeah.
Like, we're not a big brand, so we've got no foot in the game, right? We only thrive on the way this store looks. People come in here, they've never heard of it before, or they might have seen the thing, but they don't know the experience in the store. So people coming in here, and the capture rate is phenomenal, man. For the amount of people that come to the levee, like, our capture rate is out of control, especially once they find the lab.
Yeah.
Like, that's a game changer.
Oh, it really is. The capture rate is.
But the thing that we're not
Crazy good,
we're not like corporate, right? So when corporate comes in, they've got all these they hire people to save pennies, right?
Yeah.
Like they'll hire somebody at $70,000 a year to figure out how to save 2 cents on everything that they sell. Right, so there's, like, when it comes to corporate, everything's very meticulous and done to a T. But for us, bro, like, we're on the ground floor trying to swim upstream, right? So, but we're seeing things on the ground level that these corporate people could only dream of, man. You know what I mean? Like, the interactions that we're getting. Like, I can promise you, Kenwood Mall is a prime example. This stage here is a what was it, 900 square feet? Is that what it was? No, 900. It was it's 90 square feet. 150 square feet. It was 150 square feet. It's 11 by it's 11 by 11 or 11 by 12.
One side's a little longer than the other.
Yeah. But anyways, it's about 150 square feet of glass front window, right?
Yeah.
So, like, Kenwood Mall, they didn't want any of the podcast equipment in the window at all. They wouldn't let us, like, touch the equipment. They wanted it out of the window.
Yes.
But for the levee, they're like, hey, let's build you a stage on that window there, and then but other major companies, they would use all 4 of these windows to have 6 mannequins and then clothing set up, right? Which would be awesome. It'd be nice to be able to come in here and then walk along those walls and do all that shopping. But for us, people come in and they see this store and they see the stage and they go, what do you guys do here? And then right away we can just say, hey, we podcast, we interview local natives of Cincinnati. If you've got a business, a musician, or if you're an upcoming rapper, or if you got an event coming up, we'd love to interview you. Right away, bro. Oh, okay. So they know right away that we're local, that we're not a big franchise, and then right away they go, I want to be interviewed, or I know somebody that wants to be interviewed.
Yep.
That you guys, I got somebody perfect for you, right? So it's a perfect opening to a conversation on saying, hey, this is a local store. This is what we do. And Kenwood Mall wouldn't do it. Major companies, I'm sure, would never allocate 150 square feet. Right when you walk in, dude, like, you walk in and you walk into a wall,
Literally.
a stage.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that's like
First thing you see when you walk through those, through the door.
And that's the first
garage
thing.
door.
Every single person walks right in, and then they all of a sudden they slow down. I'd see it. They walk in like they're walking into a regular store, and then they see the lights, and then all of a sudden their movement, their walking goes to half speed, and then they'll walk over here and they'll look at the whole thing, and then they'll to look back and see if somebody's working. Hey, what do you guys do here?
Yep.
It's like, oh, it's so genius, dude.
Conversation starter instantly, and it's something easy for them to talk about. They don't have to like. There's not like the awkward conversation. It's what do you guys do here? There's obviously something I'm not hip to. You know what I mean? So like, if there wasn't the stage, people would be like, oh, what kind of brand? What kind of clothes are these? That's a conversation. Sure. This is like seamless. What do you do here? What's that stage? Is that a podcast? Like that? Because people are
if we had clothes sitting here with mannequins, nobody would talk to us.
Right.
They would walk in, do a round, and then walk right out. But because this is here, within 30 seconds they're asking us a question.
Yep.
And how many times do you walk in a store and just strike up a conversation with the person working? Rarely ever, right?
Yeah.
Because you're just window shopping. Everyone's window shopping. So the fact that we can open their mouths within 30 seconds, and like to what Jen had to say about the Macy's thing a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
She's right. Obviously, like you got to greet people within 30 seconds. As soon as they come in here, you've got to greet them. You got to acknowledge that you're working and.
But they're greeting us.
But that's what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
We didn't want to be the Macy's where hey, if you we'll help you out. Whatever you want. We're that streetwear brand. That's hey, we're here if you need us.
Yeah, and we're also like they come in the store if they get the natural flow puts them pretty close to the desk within 10 to 15 seconds of walking in. So like as soon as they get close and you can see their wheels are turning, that's when you're like, hey, if you have any questions, let me know. Say your name, whatever. Like there's more to look for. Just to keep your eyes open, kind of thing. And it kind of sparks them. There's the interactions you have are your direct. Like that customer at our level is we're looking for like lifelong customers, that people that are going to be like a part of the tribe, to be a part of the brand. Like this isn't, you're not at a Walmart per se. You're not at a Target per se. You're not at a place where people are just there to shop, get their shopping done and leave. You know what I mean? Like you go to Target trying to spend $30, you spend $150, but like this is like a community to a degree within like clothing just is how everyone is able to match in line. But like we're doing podcasting, we're like we're honestly going to do a lot out of the store. We'll announce some of that stuff soon. But like
hey, we're gonna announce that bitch today.
Yeah.
I'm ready, bro.
Right, like there's a lot happening here, and for it to just bring everyone together over clothes, hats, t-shirts, hoodies, collectibles. Like we have stuff here that people like as well on top of the experience. The whole thing. Man, to the moon, man. Yeah,
creating those vibes for sure.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And I wanna piggyback on like the whole scenery of the store when people walk in. Like, I've had so many interesting statements what they'll say about this. It's like, is this a radio show? Is this a podcast? I think somebody said something about like a music video or something. And I was like, technically we've done that. Like, I had to actually think about it. Like we've technically done that in the store, not necessarily here, but it always brings people to speak. Like, this is one of the number one things. If it's not this, they'll might say something to their kid or whoever they're with about the Funkos, or say something about the graffiti. But normally 90% of the time it's always this first, because it's the first thing you see. You see Travis Scott in the window, you see the stage, you see microphones, you see cameras, you see stuff. So you wonder, what is this? I've never seen this before, so why am I not? Now I'm learning about this,
For sure.
So it's so great that's a conversation starter in itself. To the most shyest people, that's going to be something that they're going to say. They're going to ask. So it works.
Yeah, man. And also, like one of the big things, I always want to make sure that we've got the podcast going and the TVs. Like, we used to play like 24 hours of Mike Tyson's fights, bro. Like that's what we used to play on these TVs here. It used to be like Mike Tyson's fights, and then it would be Rick and Morty. And like we thought that was cool because it like correlates with the store and like ties into like just like the nostalgia factor that we're doing. But I love having the podcast on all the TVs, whether it's, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 TVs here that play 5 different podcasts that we've been on. And then the TV on the front here plays the music videos, right? Mm-hmm. And so that just makes the podcast or what we're doing that more relevant, because then if they don't ask a question, they look at this and they go, oh, I wonder what they do here. And then they walk over to the table and then they see the 2 TVs, and then we've got a podcast going with the USS Nightmare, and then we got a podcast going with Yaman, right? So they're like, oh, shit, they got a lot of stuff going on here. And it's not like, we just do one podcast or we just have this set up where this is just a cool look for the store.
Yeah.
Like this is
It's all
utilized.
functioning.
Yeah,
It's all
yeah.
That's what a guy stopped in yesterday. He was actually from California, Fresno, and he was just wandering in, like strolling around. There was no one else was open, and so he's just like, "This is the only open store." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Cool. This is a whole vibe, man. This is actually like really cool." As he's looking, and he had a UNC hoodie on, North Carolina hoodie, and I was like, "Yeah, you wearing that like UNC hoodie? You're in UK country?" And he's like, "Yeah, but I'm actually from California." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "So this stuff up front, just saying, what is this stuff? Because it's got my interest peaked, man."
Like this stuff?
This stuff, yeah. Like he was pointing back behind him. He was at the desk, and like he's
OG,
like, "I want to."
there's
Yeah,
OG right there.
yeah.
On a mission.
Yeah. So
Oh,
then
he just look, he doing some Mike Tyson. Y'all just missed him.
Hey.
He was just
Doing like some little Mike
yeah.
Tyson stuff right then and there.
So he's like, "Yeah, so like this stuff back here, show me what's up." So I'm like, "All right." So it turns out I showed him all the podcasts, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm an artist out of California. He's like, I'm doing my thing. He's like, I'm trying to break through, do my stuff, but he's like, this store would absolutely just kill in California, man. This is the vibe. Everything that's here could literally be implanted there, and it would be seamless." I'm like, he's like, "This is amazing." So then I was like, "You haven't even seen anything yet."
Hey, didn't even see the lab.
He hadn't even seen the lab
Oh,
yet.
shit.
He hadn't even seen the lab just yet. Like I'm just like, he was telling me about his life just as much as anything. So like, I was like, "All right, so let me show you something." So I told him to step up, and he stepped in, and his eyes, I could see like the like
The wow
hair,
factor,
the wow,
yeah.
his hair on his I could see it. He was in like euphoria, man. He was like, "Man, this is amazing. Like you guys like videos and stuff in here and stuff, like music videos." I'm like, "Yeah, man, they've been shot for sure.
Yeah.
We have people filming here all the time, honestly." So he was at that point, he was so sold. He ended up hanging out for like an hour almost.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, he hung out for a while and then met his family over at Brothers to get dinner. And I guess they were heading back to California, I guess on Wednesday or Thursday. But like he was just so he's like, "I
Hey,
have
if
to
you're
show-"
watching, bro, appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, man,
checking it out.
he was very, very cool guy. He definitely like his eyes told the whole story as soon as he saw the lab and this everything. Once he figured out that this was like just local business, because he honestly thought, I had no idea this was even local. He's like,
Yeah.
"You would never even know this was local." So from his perspective, on a totally different front, because it's very different than Cincinnati.
Right.
That's a different vibe that he's in. He's talking about maybe trying to make his way to Arizona or something. So like out west is very different than us. Like if you've traveled, you can definitely see it as soon as you step off a plane. That's a different world out there. And if for somebody to be that far across the nation, see this and be like, "This could be in my city," I think every kid on the block would be in native gear. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like that really
some
hit with me.
volumes.
And that was just last night. It was literally last night. So
I've got like I literally I've been thinking about this for a while, man, and about 3 minutes ago it popped in my head what we need to do. The lab, right? So when the door opens up, there's a smoke machine, but we got to physically hit the button with our foot to get the smoke to billow into the room as the door opens.
Mm-hmm.
I've been going about this all wrong, bro. Like those smoke machines that Gala Park has in the ceilings, like club smoke
Yeah.
machines.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's what we need, and I wanna hook it up from the ceiling, and where like when you're in there, it's like it'll fucking just scare you, right? Like with that much smoke, just
like shoot it out. It was like a haunted
but
house.
what if but what if we rerouted a bunch of pipes to the robot, where the robot started smoking out of all the holes
Oh, yeah.
in the speakers?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about smoke coming out before.
I mean, it like we can do it. We would either have to drill into every speaker and have tubes running to every speaker. But what I'm thinking is maybe we just go in and drill holes in all the speakers so they're all hollow, and then we pump smoke into them, and then all the speakers fill up and then billow out through the holes. That might we need to do one of the two, because like the smoke in that room means so much, bro. Like
Yeah.
when you're in that back room, if the AC kicks on, it sucks all that smoke out
I know. It's a bummer.
pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But when the AC's not on, that smoke just kind of lingers. And when you go in that back room, it doesn't feel like the room's on fire or that you got to get out of there, right?
Yeah,
it feels like you're in a dream because everything's white, floor's white,
Cloudy.
walls are white, the furniture's white, and so it just feels like it's like you're in a dream. And when you walk out of that little 7-Up door, it's like once you get back into this room, the smoke stays in that room. So all of a sudden, your eyes clear and that smoke is gone, and you just it's like a TikTok filter, bro. And it is so insane. Like that was one of my favorite things about that room that I've never even told anybody is how important that smoke is to telling the story.
Halloween coming up too.
Yeah, bro.
Good
And
time to do it.
somebody told me that we need to make that room scarier.
Yeah,
And I was thinking, I was like, man, he's kind of right, dude. So I was gonna go buy the same webbing that we have, and I was gonna web up the bookshelf so you can't touch the stuff on the bookshelf.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then try to add a couple more things. I mean, we got to keep that room pretty clean and white and crisp. But
Yeah.
there's things that we can do to definitely make it like creepier, right? And then like the fog is gonna kill it, bro. That fog it's so valuable. And those are things that we were talking about earlier, man. Like the attention to detail and like these little things. So we're having an issue with giving discounts in the lab. So if you go back in the lab, the shirts are they're $90, but half off. So now they're marked down to $45. Mm-hmm. So, but we're having an issue with our leasing because we've got to pay the full price on the 90, not the 45. So we're getting that figured out right now with the levy and again, NAP and the levy. I love you guys so much for letting us run with the rope and be creative and when because this was my fault. Like it was like setting our lease that we got to pay a certain percentage of the top line, right?
Yeah.
So we're giving out half off, so that top line is now down here, but we still have to pay on that top line.
Yeah.
So that was 100% my fault, but the levies they're so dope that they're like, hey, we're gonna figure this out. Like we see what you're doing and we see the potential, so we're gonna try to straighten everything out. But the lab, bro, the attention to detail, like we had a meeting about what the receipt looked like. Think about that.
Yep.
That's
We absolutely did. We had a meeting about what
crazy and fucking amazing at the same time.
So relevant to what we need.
We had a meeting with the levy about what the receipt
Yeah.
looks like that you get, bro.
Yes, that you take with your bag. Yes.
And that's the attention
That's
the attention to detail that we want to make sure that you guys are experiencing when you come in, when you buy something. We want to make sure that it says that you got half off and that there's a big line through that 90 and that there's only a 45 there. So, we're like, it's only minuscule. It's only a receipt. Most people don't give a shit about a receipt, bro. But like for us, like we're talking about attention to detail, and these are the things that are setting us apart from every other retailer in the world, bro.
100%.
Even Macy's. Like we're doing things that these guys would pay money to figure out, right? And it's an amazing experience, bro. And as long as we can keep the wheels moving, this thing's only gonna grow. It's gonna be like an avalanche, man.
Yeah.
The ball's starting to roll. All it's gonna do is pick up more snow, and it's just
Catch it.
act like I did.
Oh, nice.
I'm sure I didn't, bro. I've got no depth perception. Like the hardest thing for me to do is walk downstairs and try to kill flies.
Sometimes if I see like a gnat, I'll try to see if I can grab it. And then if I do catch it, I feel like one of those like Bruce Lee, Jet Li.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You saw that?
Catch it with your
Right.
chopsticks.
Catch it with your chopsticks.
That is the craziest skill that I've ever seen. Like,
I've never seen that.
Bruce
I
Lee,
mean-
Bruce Lee playing with nunchucks with ping pong against two different people and winning. That's wild. But like to see an old man in a movie, literally, he's talking to this kid, but not looking at the fly.
That's a movie,
and
bro.
Catches
That's
catches
CGI.
it and not, bro.
The monks.
That blows my mind.
I seen a
man.
video of the dude. I don't know. The dude, like, he had to been like 80. And he's like teaching the younger kids how to fight or whatever. And you know how they think they can get some on the old man. He did like a 360 kick, kicked him down on the ground. I'm like, oh shit.
Bro, there's people that are out there in these other worlds, man, that know how to do some crazy shit. Like David Blaine, for instance. So there was this guy in Africa that was able to swallow a gallon of water and keep it in his stomach and then dispense it as he wanted.
What?
So when he needed to clean clothes
No.
or he needed to wash his hands,
Oh.
he could regurgitate just the water and then it like a spout, not just like drooling,
he's
bro.
the real life
He's
Squirtle.
Literally the word.
it's bro.
Squirtle.
And the water came out as
Yeah.
fast as a hose on a spigot, bro.
Yeah.
So David Blaine saw this and he's like, we got to find this guy, right? So he flew to Africa, wherever the guy's from, and went to the tribe. Couldn't find the guy because this guy doesn't do it for money. Doesn't do it for TikTok. Like
He do it to live.
for survival,
Yeah.
right? And it's not like, hey, my name's Tyrell Cobb. Come see me. Like I know how to do this shit. So he wasn't able to find the guy, but he was able to end up doing it himself. Where now David Blaine's one of the only people on Earth, bro, that can swallow a gallon of water, hold it in he can do this interview right now, do a whole interview, and then halfway through or at the end of it, like fill up 4 cups of water and we can all drink it at the end of the episode.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Like
pass on that.
no, I don't know how sanitary that shit is, but
sure.
you know,
It
like
would be so
I've
dope to
seen
see, bro.
people, like I've seen Steve-O, shout out to Steve-O, regurgitate like a goldfish. You seen that before?
I have. Yes.
Swallows a
Yep.
goldfish with some water and then throws it back up. The goldfish is still alive and shit.
That is wild.
Swimming.
I've
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
seen
Like,
that.
that never happened.
Yeah, look
But-
that up.
Still swimming
But
around.
that so
It's
like
interesting.
that's just
Amazing.
wild, man. Like people have these things, like, you know, even
How would you
though
even think to try that? Like, I mean, he's
gotta-
thinking,
I'm
he's thinking
wondering
on a
that.
different
I'm kinda
level, but like
wondering
your
that
average
too.
Joe trying to like.
You
I
gotta
mean,
test
I mean, he's
that.
probably
Yeah.
throwing up water and going, wait a minute, I can probably
I
control
could-
this.
Yeah, maybe.
You know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I mean,
Or maybe he had like extra water. He like, man, it's got to be a faster way. And then,
I mean, it's crazy,
you know,
bro. Like
Yeah.
if you Google it or YouTube it, like just look up like I don't know, if I can spit a gallon of water, like it'll pop up.
A
Like this
gallon
dude,
of
this
water.
dude, he'll literally, bro. It's insane. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are looking up right now because the guy washes his hands, bro. He drinks this water and then he puts his hands out, spits in his hands, and he's doing this, and his hands are this far away. He's spitting in them, but it's like. And then he's wiping them off, and then he does it again. It does it again. It's insane, bro. It's absolutely crazy. The fact that we don't even know how to utilize our bodies, right? Like, you know, people say
Yeah.
that you only use 10% of your brain. That's not true. People use a lot of their brain. They don't use all. They basically use 90%. Not, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But we've only been around for so long, and we don't know how to utilize our bodies. Like, bro, we expire at fucking 90 years.
Yeah.
Like there's gonna come a time where Earthlings are gonna be able to live to 200-300 years easily, 500 years easily. We just don't know what's killing us or what's.
I
Is it
think
this
we
guy?
might have.
Yep.
That's him?
Maybe.
Is it?
Probably. I
This
mean,
one says 4 years ago. This one says 10 years ago.
10. It's probably 10 year ago. It looks like he's in a little village.
Yeah, the white shirt on.
The real life Squirtle.
Is that what it says? Real life scar? You just
That's
make
the
them
name
up.
I'm giving him.
The real
The
life.
real
Squirtle.
life Squirtle.
Oh, this one's he's in like a town. This guy drinks some water
Bro, he
and
just
spits it back out at will. It's like in a city.
Yeah.
We could play.
There's
as
a
long-
lot of
as long as we got
people
the
that
sound
probably
on it.
tried
Yeah.
this afterwards.
Yeah, I got the sound
You found the right video?
on.
That's-
I found one.
That sounds bizarre. I
I'm
wouldn't
close.
want to try that.
We're gonna have to. Yeah. Closer.
Turn it
Yeah.
up.
Washes his clothes, bro.
With a gallon of water.
Oh, is that David Blaine down there?
Is that the one?
Oh, yeah, this is it. He's brushing his teeth, bro. He brushes his teeth. Watch this. So he's brushing his teeth, and then, he's spitting the water back into the bottle right now. Look how much water he just put in there, dude.
That's a lot of water.
That was one of those. That was a gallon.
The
fucking,
real life Squirtle.
That's crazy. Yeah.
The real
We
life
gotta
Squirtle.
find his
But that's
his
the
cousins,
thing, bro. Like you know, we
Blastoise.
we don't know how to use our bodies correctly, man. Like some people are able to harness their energy and do that type of shit. Like I saw a guy, you know, you remember Kevin Gaines about a month or two? Actually, it was probably maybe like 5 or 6 months ago. Kevin Gaines said that he's able to start a dead battery with his hands.
Really?
I've heard, yeah, like
Kevin Gates
I've
said
heard-
that, yeah.
Yeah. I think I've seen it in an interview.
So
I mean,
Kevin Gates.
I gotta see it.
Which, by the way, Tyrell was saw Kevin Gates down at Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
But Kevin Gates, like he's on this like spiritual trip, and he's like working out. Not like he's on like he's out of like downtown LA type shit.
Like he in great shape too.
Yeah, bro. Sure. But he told somebody maybe a half a year ago that he could start somebody's battery with his hands. And everybody was clowning him, bro. And I saw a video this morning of a guy starting a car with his hand, bro. I swear to God, it was no joke. I don't think there could have been any like trickery to it. The guy's like turn the key, click 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 click. The guy puts his hand on the battery and has his hand and touches the hood of the car. Yeah. Sparks. Right, and then he's like grabs the battery, and there's sparks all in his hand, like when you first connect the positive to the positive, right. You get that spark. Yeah. But it was a bunch of sparks. He goes and he's holding on to the battery. He's like, "Start it now!" Fucking thing started up, bro.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, but should
it surprise?
What was he doing before? Collecting some kind of.
So I believe that though because when it comes to electric current, if you're ever working on a computer or working on electrical, you got to be grounded, right?
Yep.
Because what'll happen is it'll go through the body. So, but if you're grounded, it'll go through and out. So this guy somehow is grounding his body and using that electricity to go through and then out his hand. Like I don't like it. It was amazing to see, bro. It was absolutely incredible. But I don't see how it could be fake because it wasn't like a really adapted video. It was just some dude holding a camera with two Mexicans working on a car, bro.
Yeah.
But like back in the days, like there's been stories. There's been like stories like cavemen starting fires with their hands with like some sticks or something, like, you know what I'm saying, some sticks, and then started with their hands and start a fire. I feel like it's the same thing.
This is like electric current going through them, though. I think.
Yeah, this is electric current going through. Like you can obviously
they're using
friction.
They're using
friction. You can use friction with the wood if you're you got the two sticks together.
But you don't think like maybe that could be like a little small electric current?
No, because this guy was holding onto the battery, so that's where the power's coming from. So he grabbed the battery and then he just let that energy go through him. And all he was the jumper cables, bro. Somehow he was able to harness that energy instead of getting shocked by, like,
that would kill you. I mean, if it was like that much voltage and that, like, if it's, I would assume that it's gonna at least. I can only imagine if you grabbed on a battery. But how would you even create a? Yeah. You'd have to have the positive, the negative, right? Like you'd have. I don't know that
the world may never know.
Right? Maybe he's got a superpower. Maybe we got mutants out there.
Real life superheroes out here.
Right? You know what I mean? Like what we read about in comic books is in real life based on some kind of.
We got static shock.
Right.
I just saw that Jay-Z just spent $16.5 million, and he is now the new owner or co-owner of Stellar Pizza.
Stellar Pizza. All right.
So this is something I'm 100% sure we're gonna within 24 months they're gonna be everywhere. It is a pizza vending machine. Why didn't I fucking even acknowledge the fact that Jay-Z just spent $16 million on vending machines when we posted this morning that we're starting vending machines are the future, bro.
Yes,
they are the future. He just spent $16.5 million to buy into this company called Stellar Pizza that's out of Cali. The first pizza vending machine is going to be on USC's campus. Bro, this dude's going to fucking murder it. It takes 5 minutes to cook the pizza.
USC's campus?
It's going to be on USC's campus,
college kids
and it costs $7 to get a pizza in 5 minutes.
Now, you gonna have to warm it up yourself, right?
Well, it's gonna cook it, I assume.
Bro, it's a vending machine that makes the pizza and cooks it right there.
Oh shit!
It does everything. So all you do is you type in, I want pepperoni, bacon, and chicken, right? And then it's gonna throw the toppings on. It's gonna cook it. It's gonna be done in 5 minutes. It's gonna cost you $7.
How does this even?
Sounds like the dopest pizza in the world.
Sounds like the future.
What?
Bro, it is the
That's-
future. And I mean, you think about it, bro. Like Jay-Z's not investing in anything dumb, right? He's investing in the future. He sees where stuff's going. So,
Yeah.
especially like when you start putting that stuff on campus, bro. Like I'm even thinking, I have a lot of people that say, that we need to put the vending machines on at the airports, and like obviously I understand that's a very good option. It's going to be expensive to get them in there, but it's a very good option. My idea is to get them into my idea was to get them next to stadiums, but college campuses, dude.
Because college kids love pizza, especially when they coming out of them bars and
But
stuff.
they got
He's-
money. They got
he's
money to
something
spend too. They like.
They're walking
You-
around
you-
buying something, getting some drink, some food, some
Yeah.
food somehow, some way. They don't want to wait too long either. So
Right. No, I think that's smart.
clubs
And
too, they need to have vending
and-
machines with Trojans and Magnums.
That,
Hey, bro,
that would
seriously,
be severe.
that's not a bad idea.
But Jay,
Oh,
The safe way is the best way.
but I was gonna say that what he was saying, which was smart, on the post, is have the home team on one side and the opposing team on the other. So that supports
yeah, that kind
both
of blew
fans.
some people away when I said that.
Yeah, that supports both fans. Like the people are coming in town, they can buy a hat with their team colors on it and stuff like that, their area code, and then the people that live in Cincinnati, boom, Cincinnati Reds hat right as you're walking in the door. You don't got to go in the stadium. You got to do nothing. It's right there. It's right next to the stadium. Like that's genius. I like that
Yeah,
idea.
that's slick.
I went
Yeah.
on there and I liked a couple posts and stuff like that, and I just read everything that he said, and I was like, bro, like that's really smart. I never would have thought about it like that because me and Jay had talked about it a while ago about like the airport idea and doing that. And, obviously people are getting off the planes. They're in a new city. That's the first thing they see when they get off the airplane is that vending machine. So, yeah, that would be genius. But putting them next to stadiums, you know how many people fill up
Yeah.
a stadium?
Bro, so the people that started Stellar Pizza are former SpaceX engineers
What?
that started this, and
That's
I missed part of the conversation.
So-
I know the pizza, it comes out in 5 minutes, it's $7. I got that part. I don't know who started the company as you were explaining.
Jay-Z just paid $16.5 million to buy into Stellar Pizza. So this company's out of Cali, and they have one truck right now.
Yeah, he wouldn't be dropping no
and
money on
that-
no dumb stuff.
And so that truck is able to produce 420 pizzas before it needs to re-up on
That's
more
a lot
ingredients.
of pizzas. That's a lot of people.
So you're
buying
like,
it.
so
Yeah.
you're talking, say 400 pizzas, $7 each. That's fucking $2,800 before you even have to refill that machine.
That's
Yeah.
daily.
No, that's
That's
well,
right.
so there's expiration dates. Well, actually, so that'd be refrigerated, so it probably
Yeah.
would keep the
The dough.
the
you gotta
dough.
keep the
Oh
dough.
my God, that's genius, dude. That is genius.
For- I mean, hey.
I mean,
to
I've worked
say-
in kitchens where we make the pizza, we make the dough,
Right.
and like we're not a pizza place, but like we make the dough and everything, set it up, press it, and then wrap it, and then it's fresh to put in the oven with any of the toppings. I mean,
But to
we
say-
made a ton of them at one
Isn't
time.
that Ghost Burger thing is like that too, right? Where it's at certain like restaurants.
Oh, Ghost
Yeah.
Kitchens.
Like
Ghost
Ghost
Kitchen.
Kitchen. That's what it's
Mr.
called.
Beast, yeah, Mr. Beast Burger and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
I heard somebody coming in talking about that. It was like this kid's birthday, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I got him the Mr. Beast burger." And then he was going out, and he came to the store and stuff. But I'm just saying, like, to say that you sold 400 pizzas, and then turn around and do it again. Just think about the level of profit that they're making throughout the week.
Oh,
They
bro,
could be
there's a
open.
reason why I put
Productivity
16.5
and
mil in
profit.
there.
They could be open 4 days a week, and then be closed the rest of the week. I mean, I don't know what their schedule is, but I'm just saying, like, they could make that money easily.
Did you hear about the new Narcan vending machines? This is a vending machine day.
I did.
Narcan.
Vending
Yeah.
machine day.
So
This is a vending machine day.
so Kentucky launched Narcan vending machines.
What's a what?
Narcan is the stabilizer when you OD.
Okay.
And
Ooh, damn.
so
Oh, so
they
okay.
I think it was Friday when they dropped the machine. So it's free. But you have to type in a code and you'll get 2 free Narcans.
So who pays for who loads it up and stuff?
Probably the government, bro. And let me tell you, within 24 hours that machine was empty.
Oh, of course. Free
And
Narcan.
so what are you doing? Is that just
Are you trying?
I mean is that right? Are you trying to prevent this from happening, or are you giving people the tool.
If I
to-
know that I can OD and be
And then
saved, the
yeah,
next day.
I got this just in case. Like I got 2 of them, one for me, one for you. Like that.
Yep.
Fucking that
That's
sounds
wild.
that sounds like the dumbest decision that Kentucky can make.
They need to make that. They need to make people pay
It
for
needs
that.
to. I mean,
It's free.
so and the reason why they started this mission on creating vending machines for free Narcan was a story about somebody who found somebody in the street and was able and had a Narcan or was able to or didn't have one or something that it was either A, able to save them with the Narcan that they had, or B, didn't save them because it didn't have a Narcan.
Okay.
But either way, so now they're implementing these vending machines with 2 free Narcans with every code, and it was depleted within 24 hours. So now the government needs to go back in, fill that thing back
Fill
up.
it back up, yeah.
Just for it to
get
empty, and
again,
and there's probably a good chance that the people that came to empty it the first time are going to be back there to empty it the second time.
Oh, if I was one of those crazed,
If I was
break into that thing.
I see
if
what
I
you're
if I
saying
had
now.
if I had a trap house, bro, for real, if I had a
Yeah.
trap house,
Be
I would
slinging.
have
Yeah,
I would
that's
have
what
one of my homies go down there and clean the whole thing up. And then I would give out free Narcan with every ounce or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
go make a profit off
Speaking
of
of
that.
cleaning stuff out too, I ain't trying to drip off topic. I saw some on the news yesterday about people breaking in mailboxes, like robbing the mailman or getting the key or something like that, and breaking in the mailboxes.
oh, they're getting
They
swift.
said it's
They're getting
nationwide.
Oh, for sure.
I was like,
Oh,
God.
I think I
really?
think I've seen something like that.
Nationwide, like mailbox thieves. Like,
I think
Because
I've
it'd be
seen something
checks
like
in the
a-
mailbox.
Yeah, like
Oh,
a
yeah.
while ago about.
yeah, but how
something
can you
like
even
that.
cash a check, bro? Like that.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
There's
like,
other
like,
things
thought it
to
was
steal
crazy.
for sure, but I'm just
I
saying,
mean-
like, just doing it in general. Like, you're taking people's checks, you're taking people's packages, like, you're taking stuff
crazy.
from people that they may or may not need. People get their drugs, dropped off at home, whatever. People that have diabetes or whatever, they get their stuff delivered. So
Right.
Yeah.
you're stealing everything. Like, that's wild. I can't go.
Yeah, and like 90% of the stuff's probably thrown away, right?
For
And like
sure,
only
yeah.
5% of the stuff is kept, and
They're
then
just-
like you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just
Keep all the valuable stuff to them. Whoever's the one taking it.
yeah, but who needs the medium jacket when you wear double XL and you stole it from fucking
You
a
stole it
female,
from-
anyways? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just
just doing it to do it, not really trying to like benefit too much.
maybe sell the stuff
I-
potentially, but outside of that, like why?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
But
of
then,
effort.
but then you got to keep your eyes open because you're selling stuff on Marketplace that was sent to
It
Sally.
was supposed to go to somebody.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and it's like, all right, well,
Right.
I'm looking for my Brio webcam. Where's that at? Hopped on fucking Facebook Marketplace
Oh
and found
my
some
Gee,
dumb bitch
God.
that worked
That
here at
was
the levee, bro.
situation
That
was
happened.
ridiculous,
That
bro.
actually happened to
Yeah.
us, dude.
We
Yeah.
we had one of these $200 4K webcams that was delivered to the levee,
Yeah.
and it was delivered to our old store outside. And some fucking bitch from Brothers, no, I'm sorry, not Brothers. Take that away. It was Five Guys.
Okay.
She took it and
Tried to sell it.
and tried to sell it on Marketplace, bro.
Yeah, she did. And it was
And there's
cringy,
so
bro,
when you buy a Brio Logitech Brio 4K camera from Best Buy, you get the box with the labels and like the color, like the real nice packaging.
Yeah.
When you buy it from Amazon, you get a cardboard box with the logo on it, so it's not like the presentable like storefront feature,
Yeah.
which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but that was a very obvious red flag that like it was delivered from Amazon to the levee, and then this dumb bitch over here at Five Guys is trying to sell it.
I remember we were having a conversation about it. We were talking. He was like, they said they delivered it. And they were like, well, they said that they gave it to somebody. I'm like, you didn't give it to me. It was a whole thing. I remember that. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, the dumbest.
I got cameras for sale.
And
Right. You tried
Yeah.
to sell it on Facebook of all things.
And she was
Right,
only selling it
right.
she was only selling it for $80. I should have just fucking bought it.
Just
For real.
buy it. Pay
I mean,
for it.
Amazon sent me a new one, right? So it's like I didn't want to like press charges or do anything fucking. I'm not trying to start drama on here. Like that tattoo bitch at Five Guys, I know who you are, and every time I see you, I'm fucking giving you dirty looks, right? But
Right.
I should have just not even said anything. I should have just fucking came up with a W and got a second webcam for $80.
Just buy it. Yeah. It's like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she has.
you live and you
no-
learn.
Yeah.
She had no idea, probably.
idea.
but-
Or
No, she
good.
definitely
Oh,
don't
bro,
work
how awesome!
Or go
if
to
I,
buy
if,
it and
if I
just you
if I
show up.
bought it, no, if I bought it for $80 and told her to drop it off at Native.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'd be weak as fuck.
That would be
Be like, oh, thanks
Yeah.
for my camera. Thank you.
Right.
Shut the door.
Awkward turtle, bro. She'd be like, I'm outie. We gone.
Give her 4 fake 20. That was what I should have done. Made some fake 20s.
Man,
Yeah.
give her fake money. Oh my god.
Oh, man.
That little Monopoly money rolling up.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, that would have been a whip, bro.
Yeah.
Be like, I gotta put it in
Put
a
it in a
special
rubber band or some
envelope so
shit.
nobody knows that I'm giving you money. You know?
Yeah.
Don't open
Right.
it until
Hey,
tonight.
yeah. Shh. We can't let the levy know we're doing a deal over here
No.
Right.
for a Brio camera. Yeah.
Bro, that would have been the funniest thing.
We should have, bro.
She would have posted that on Facebook. This man gave me, like,
You believe that?
everybody-
Never him.
Everybody would have been laughing at that girl.
Oh, man.
Oh, that would have been the
That-
ultimate
Dude,
move,
That
bro.
would have been viral instantly, bro.
Real
Man.
quick. She would have went
That's
straight
what
to
should've
TikTok.
done.
Maybe we'll do it again. I'll order another Brio webcam. I'll have it delivered to 5 Guys.
Right to her.
Put
Yeah.
my name on it.
Right. Yeah, you gotta do.
Yeah, just drop it off right here in that
Right.
restaurant.
Yeah,
right over
right,
there.
yeah. Make sure you drop it off to the chick with all the tattoos. She'll get it to me, I promise.
Yeah.
Make sure. She's my best friend. She'll drop it off to me.
She learned her lesson on that.
Man.
She was caught. You know.
All right,
Man,
bro. So,
yeah.
in other news, we're starting a reality show out of this place.
We are.
Officially, bro.
Officially.
We officially got it
Reality
in
show.
the works.
It's happening.
So you guys are going to have to come up with your own nicknames.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna keep the same nickname.
Just kidding. So I was trying to think of a name for the show, right? And it's like I don't know if it needs a name, man. I'm almost thinking like it just needs to be like native TV, like I don't know, behind the scenes or something, but like there has to be a premise to the show, right? Like we have a lot of awesome stuff that happens, and we're only filming twice a month, so like the days that we're filming, we're gonna have a ton of stuff to talk about and a ton of stuff to do. But I want there to be like an end goal, right? Like I don't want this just to be like, this is what we're doing this week. Like I want it to be like, this is what we're doing to get to this point in 3 years. You know what I mean? So like I want it to be like a building the brand, or like a behind the scenes, or like how to make it in America, or young entrepreneur, or like, you know, fucking dog eat dog or something, man, where it's like, it's just a streetwear brand trying to make it in the, like, because we're like, if this store was in LA, we'd be so fire, bro. Like we would be competing with the top of the brands, because we wouldn't have to worry about our pricing. That's the thing. Like here, we have to worry if we put these shirts at $45, is anybody gonna buy them? In LA, bro, like $45 is nothing,
chump
right?
change.
So it's like tees are going for $90 at a retail over there.
And people buying them up off the shelf.
It's almost to the point where the higher the price is, the more they sell.
The more valuable it is.
The
to
more,
them.
the more relevant the article is, bro.
Yeah,
And that's what we're learning. So it's like, how do we get to that point? By being here in Kentucky, dude.
Yeah.
Like we've got the coolest store in the world, and it's in the middle of Kentucky.
Yeah, it's in the Midwest, just chilling.
The
So,
Midwest.
but
that
for
could
some,
be one of the things though, just off that.
and
then
that's
people
what that's
come in
exactly
and
that's what we're
start
trying.
with
That's
our
what I'm
brand.
trying to figure out is how to. Does it need a name to create the premise, or do we just have it as like Native TV Presents the show, the shop?
The shop.
Yeah.
Ooh,
The shop.
The shop.
Native TV Presents the shop.
Ooh, the shop.
Mm.
You know, I like because I've always liked.
Simple and it's-
I've always
that
liked
could be word of
social
mouth.
club.
Yeah.
Hey, the shop.
It's clean, but it's still
Like-
it's explaining what is happening, but it has like some what's going on at the shop.
It's
All
subtle.
right, yeah,
it's gonna be
okay.
if you know, because if you know what the shop is, you know it's native.
Right.
Yeah.
If you know.
And
if
that
you
so
know,
so
you
in
know.
If you know, you know.
well in longevity in 3 years, I want Native TV Presents to have a plethora of content underneath
Yeah.
them. Right. So we were just talking with Jay Sal. So you guys do sports talk on Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to be here tomorrow for it, and he's super bummed about it. And he told me that he was telling you that he thinks that you guys should get it on YouTube. And I agree, and that's something that we can do through. And as you're uploading it to Streamlabs or whatever you're using on your computer, there's a way to add YouTube in there to just to filter it over. And that's what I want to do, is be able to have Native TV Presents Sports Talk, Native TV Presents the PowWow, Native TV Presents the Shop.
Mm-hmm.
right? So in that way, we've got all this different ammo under one umbrella. So you can just go to Native TV Presents YouTube page, and you can get sports. You can get like drug activity, guns, like
Madness.
criminal
Violence. Like,
I want this to be like a Vice Land. I want it to be a
Revolutions.
Vice Land where we've got
Music,
music 100%.
Uprisings.
uprisings.
Music 100%. Like we were doing this
Hostile
the
takeovers.
play it or skip it.
Players, I love player skipping. We need
Yeah.
another episode.
Yeah, we've had a lot of people asking about that again.
Yeah,
I've had
yeah.
people asking about it, so we
Mhm.
need to do that.
Definitely. Do
But that's all. Like I want it to be all under one umbrella where you can just go just to that YouTube page, and you're not just going to see our podcast. You're going to be able to click on one, and you're going to be able to see an interview with an international criminal that stole $500,000 and then turned it into counterfeit money. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like I want to
So
be able to
different spectrums of like
for sure, bro.
native. I get you. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and so then also if we're doing that, so if Native TV Presents, then the PowWow is our podcast, but in Atlanta, Native TV Presents the 770 podcast. You know what I mean? Native TV
Yeah.
Presents the 312 podcast.
Yeah.
So that way, so it's all under one umbrella. So, you know, if you're in Chicago, you can click on the 312 podcast, and then you've got all Chicago content. But if you want, if Atlanta stuff's here, you know what I mean? Like
everything will still be
everybody go to one spot.
Everything
for it.
filters through the one.
Native
one-
TV
yep.
presents.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You got it.
So and you know we're at that point right now, man, where we're looking at expansion, whether it be a second store or whether it be the vending machines.
Mhm.
And what we've learned running this store is like the three of us are super valuable when it comes to running the store, right? And without the four of us here, we wouldn't be able to run a second store. So we would have to either, if we open up a store in Columbus, like all four of us would be on a weekly diligence driving to Columbus to either run the podcast, run run the store, make sure people know what they're doing. Like that shit gets really time consuming and really expensive, bro. So like if we can figure out how to implement this hat vending machine and do it in a way where we could drop a vending machine at Polaris Mall and leave it there and then gain momentum over a course of a year. So then we open up a store a year later when we've already sold 750 hats or, you know, whatever it is out of that spot. Now we've got a little footprint. You know what I mean? And we go, all we do is we set up 10 vending machines in different cities. And guess what? Atlanta's doing the best. Let's look to open up a store in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's
Test the market,
that's
man.
the premise of it is
Yep.
to try to expand, test market with the vending machines because we don't have it's really not that expensive, man. Especially if we can get people to invest in it, to like crowdfund it.
Crowdfunding. Yeah, man.
A lot of people are liking that crowdfunding thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people are liking it.
Yeah.
Which and it's beautiful, bro. It's the fact that if you can put $100 in, you may only get 1 or 2% back on, but you're gonna make well more than $100. I can promise you that.
Yep. Yes, you will.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then you got credibility, and you
you're
say
a
that's
part of you're
me.
a part of something greater too.
So-
Like there's other people that are just we're all on the same ship now. We're all going the same direction, and people can be in part of something. That's what collective,
That's-
man.
You got a
what-
question
Yeah, yeah.
on it?
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
explain to me crowdfunding. I saw that in the post as well, and I think I kind of understand, but I saw it and I was still kind of confused. Like,
So
what does that mean?
instead of one person going, hey, here's $10,000 to put a vending machine at the banks, right? So instead of doing that, I want to have a couple machines like the banks that's owned by a crowdfund. Instead of just one person that owns it, it's a crowdfunding campaign. So if it costs 10 G's to get that vending machine there, then minimum investment's $100. Maybe the max is 1,000, so we don't offset everyone's like pay on that. But
Yeah.
so say 5 people pay 1,000, and then 10 people. Was it 5 people pay? 50 people pay $100. That's 10,000 total, right? So what we'll do is we'll break it down where the person that paid 1,000 is going to get 20% more than the person that paid. They're going to get 10% more than the person that paid 100,
Right.
because they put in 10% more. No, No, that's not right. I'm doing math wrong.
They're gonna if you put 1,000.
I just said it wrong. I'm doing the math wrong.
Yeah,
I'm
the
just
math
doing
wrong.
the
Yeah.
So you've got the person that put in $100 may make 3% off of every hat, which could be $1.60 or something. But the person that put in $1,000 is going to make $3 off of every hat. You see what I'm saying? So
It's a form of investing, just in a different way.
It's a form of investing on a massive scale, because the person that has $5,000 to put into it is going to hit the same amount of kickback as the person that put in $100. Okay, better scenario: $1,000 and $100. So say the kickback after a full year was $360. The guy that put in $10 would get $360, or the guy that put in $100 would make $360. The guy that put in $1,000 would make $3,600. So it's not scaled where the person with more money makes more money, right? It's only the fact that
this is how much you put in.
Yeah,
you're
making. Everyone's making the same percentage.
Yes.
It just comes out to how much can you invest into it, and so But I love the fact that we're trying to offer $100 investment to people that say, hey, I love what you're doing, and I don't have $500 or $1,000 to invest in it, but I think that this machine has a lot of longevity to it. I want to put $100 into it. So they put $100 in. They're making, $6 a month, right? After the first year, that's $72. So after the second year, that's $144. So now you're $44 up, and you only spent $100 2 years ago, right? And then it keeps residualing, so you're making more off of just the $100. It'll trickle down after 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, and 10. But the fact that the person that spends $100 is just as important as the person that spends $1,000.
Exactly.
That's my goal, is to make sure that everyone's created equal. If you only have $100 put in, cool. You're gonna make exactly the same amount percentage-wise as the person that put in this amount. You know what I mean? So if you're able to put in more, you're gonna make more.
For sure.
But at the end of the day, if you only have $100 to spend, you're gonna make everything that this guy did at 1,000, just with the last zero dropped off.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's that's something where I really think that there's longevity in it, man. 5 years from now, we're going to be kicking ourselves for giving people, for investing $100 and getting a percentage of the business. But we're going to be able to buy so many machines by doing this that the longevity's there. So I'm not worried about the brass tacks and the fine tuning of everything. I'm worried about getting 700 machines in 700 cities across the nation without having somebody go, I need to give you $16.5 million so we can start this stellar pizza business.
Right.
You know what I mean? We can do this crowdfunding, and the best part about crowdfunding, bro, is the people that if you invest $100, you're going to look at that machine and you're going to love it.
Yep.
And when you go there, you're going to fucking wipe the window down. You're going to take a sticker off if somebody stuck a sticker on it. Everyone's going to appreciate that machine like it's theirs. And it is. You're making money on it. The worse the machine looks, the less money it's going to make. So everyone that invests in the machine has a stake involved in how that machine looks.
Everyone's an
and how it
owner.
operates.
Everyone's an owner. So you
Everyone's
become an owner.
Bro,
And,
this
yeah.
is something that's and so when I posted it on Facebook, you've got people that know the ins and outs of the money, and they're the ones that hire $70,000 an hour or $70,000 a year people to penny pinch, right? Yeah. And then we've already got people on there saying, hey, this sounds like an amazing investment. I can make millions of dollars on this. Like, you need to do this instead of this. And it's like, I get it, bro, but being able to crowdfund like this and give back to this whole thing is area code based, right? So if we can go to Arizona, if we can get somebody in Arizona to put money in on a machine, we set a machine in there and then we put Arizona clothes in there, guess what? We're helping out this fucking city of Phoenix, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're helping out the small people there that couldn't invest in a McDonald's or couldn't invest into a Starbucks, but can invest into something small like this. Or, if it's the full $10,000 investment. That's not a huge investment for most people that want to invest, right?
Yeah.
So
It's a
something
reasonable
like
amount.
this, there's a lot of longevity to it, and like people look at me right now, and they're going, "Oh, you're giving up too much of the pie. 20% for X amount of years. Like this is ridiculous." They're not understanding that the more machines that we open, the bigger the profit is on the back end, and the bigger the brand gets, bro. Because
Yes.
if we open up in 11 cities,
That's a ticket.
that's one thing. But if we can open up in fucking 80 cities, that's massive.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And so
people will make their way to the vending machine because they want to see the
They
brand
wanna
in
see
person,
it,
and they're
yeah.
like, there may not be a store in that city, but like, yo, like mom, like we see a lot of like college, high school kids coming here, and they would be out with their families, and let's say they know, like let's say we have the app, right, and it's showing all the vending machines, and like, hey, mom, there's a vending machine in this city, we got to go there, like just because the crowdfunding, promotion that comes with it, because with people that are investing into the crowdfund,
Right.
they're going to promote it because they're excited, because they're willing to put their money, which they've put their time to get. So like they're going to promote it, and if their friend sees it, and they're let's say the machine's in San Francisco, for example, and they're like out there, like, we're in San Fran, there's a machine in the city, we got to go there. They're going to buy 3-4 hats, whatever, they're going to do the whole thing, but
Take
like
a picture next
take
to
a picture
it,
next to it, put it back on social media, and it's never ending. Without crowdfunding, then it's just you. It's not you against the world per se, but it is you against the world, because the world has to discover you, and it takes a longer time for the snowball to build. But with
sure.
the crowdfund, the snowball is already solid, which makes, and if already solid snowball makes a bigger snowball quicker. So we're trying to take that route.
And here's
Yeah.
the best part about the crowdfunding idea is you're finding somebody in another city that's going to take care of that machine, man.
Yes.
That's the biggest part that people aren't
Maintenance.
understanding, bro. Is like if we dropped
Replenish it.
if we dropped a vending machine in Phoenix and we owned it, we would have to fly out there, fill it up X amount of times a month, right? Like there's a lot of legalities in that. But if we could find 5 people in Phoenix that want to put $2,000 in and get a machine, not only are we going to have 5 people in that city that are going to take care of that machine, they're going to know where to put it, bro. You know what I mean? Like that's the big
It's their
thing. So
city.
for me, like if I try to do this on a mass scale, I would try to shoot for places like the banks, places that are right next to the stadiums that we can put the hats in. But if we're crowdfunding this thing and able to get small mom and pop shops to put a couple G's in New Mexico. You ever been in New Mexico? I haven't.
No.
Do you know
Not
where
yet.
the popular places are in New Mexico? I don't.
Nope.
But people in New Mexico sure the fuck do. You know what I mean? People know where the hot spots are. So if we can offer something to them and say, hey, we got a cool product that all you got to do is show us what colors fucking New Mexico likes, and we'll nail it, right? Like literally, bro.
Sure.
Like Pittsburgh is a prime example. We put a vending machine up in Pittsburgh, and then we just do black and yellow, bro. The Pittsburgh Penguins, the Steelers,
All the
the
major
Pirates,
teams. Same
all
colors.
black and yellow, dude.
Same colors.
All black and yellow, and it's so. Oh, she's bringing us
She
shakes.
is. Yeah, she is.
Shakes for days.
Oh my goodness.
Hey.
Okay then.
I was gonna say, I guess did somebody text you for this? That's amazing. Oh, that's all right.
Oh,
No,
man.
I appreciate.
Strawberry banana smoothies over apple ice.
Strawberry banana.
You want to make me one? I'll do a strawberry banana smoothie. You said no ice though. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, I just have to get it from downstairs.
Oh no,
She
you don't
just
have to do
doesn't
all that.
have
No, you're
ice.
good. Don't do that. Don't do that. I appreciate you, baby.
You never hear when I say that, so.
No, we're good. Yeah, I'm always in the back, always working on something.
Always grinding on something. For
Yeah, go ahead and drop. You want to walk around and drop those off? You want to be on camera for it?
Y'all get
No, you're good.
Sure. Show
All right.
be seen today.
Yeah. So we got some Cold Stone in the house. Appreciate you for dropping that off, baby.
How's it been over there?
So, anyways, man, we've got with those vending machines, bro. Like, I really think that this is like the next step, bro. It's not something that will blow up in our face, right? Like a vending. If the vending machine doesn't work, guess what, bro? We move it.
We move it.
we move it.
So
You know what I
simple.
mean? That's
Yep.
it. And
New location,
Yeah.
higher traction.
And so like that, there's a lot of like valuable, and the fact that I've like, there's no hat vending machines in the country, bro. There's none. There's one.
Vegas.
There's one, and it's inside the PBR stadium. So that's like, that you might as well be inside a gated community. OG's out of here for the night.
Yeah, he is.
I know.
OG's fired, bro. Yo, he tried selling me some stuff the other day. Opened up a bag and it was like all oregano, bro. It was like all like,
Oh, he tried to finesse you.
well, it wasn't oregano, bro. It was just like straight like shavings. The whole bag was shavings. Ooh wee, bro.
He likes you.
Yeah.
He has to value a lot.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Yeah, OG, man, bro. I like these old people that walk around here, man.
Me too. They're cool. Like the one dude over there, Terry. I got to know him. We watched.
I don't
football.
know his name. He doesn't look. Every time I walk past, I try to make eye contact. I think he knows I own it, so he's like trying to make sure he doesn't see me.
He's a really nice guy.
Bro, I see him in Bellevue, walking back to Bellevue all the time, man. I don't know
Yeah.
where. Like, does he? He's not homeless, right?
He's not homeless. No. I don't know what his story is, but he had a knee replacement, and they had like he was a doctor's a lot. I don't know like his situation, but he's not homeless.
Yeah,
You know, not homeless.
he's always walking back to
He
Bellevue.
just likes to watch the TV here. I don't know if he's got TV where he's at. He's just.
I mean, bro, it's amazing, man. You got free Wi-Fi. Oh, you know what? Another thing that I was gonna tell you earlier, bro, is like we've got a ton of people that are coming here in the mornings now, that are doing work here on the tables, free Wi-Fi, the whole nine, bro. So they're like they come in and they're sitting here.
Oh
and
yeah.
A group of 4 or 5, 6 people all on one computer, all getting work done, man.
I've had people in the night, like evenings after you're gone. They'll come out here, like not like older people.
Damn,
They're like
she gave 3 of them.
like college kids will come out here and hang out. And they'll
How
be
do you
like
not know I'm here on podcast day?
She's here.
How do you not know I'm here on podcast day? I'm just joking. I don't do too much ice cream anyways. I was playing with you. Last thing I am is rude. Is that a Kit Kat in there? What is that?
It's a Twix.
That's a Twix bar. Dang.
I started this thing like 2 years ago. Every time I would get a Cold Stone, I would just put something different in it. So it's like she just remembered that.
Oh, she knows you too. That's
I'm
that.
always strawberry.
So you get strawberry.
Yeah, mine is strawberry. Yes.
What yours is
Oreo.
Oreo. What's this one here?
It's the same thing.
Oreo. You want that Oreo, bro?
He's
Yeah,
lactose.
I can't. Let's go.
I am too. Like,
I can't eat that shit.
That's crazy. We can.
I'm good. I'll take it, baby. I appreciate it.
He'll break out. he'll take.
He'll take his pill when he gets
Yeah.
home.
It's like the gluten sensitive. Like my brother's gluten sensitive, and he'd be like, "I'll just go ahead and eat Skyline. It's gonna tear up my stomach." But I like the taste of it. Or anytime we're at Skyline or Gold Star, we go both sides. I was talking to a guy the other day that I guess his family owns part of Gold Star. He was in the store, and he's like, "Yeah, my family." Like he was like, "I need to be on your podcast. I saw your stage." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You need to interview me. I have the most interesting life." I'm like, all right, man. Like I hear that a lot. Cool. Like that's cool. But what is that? What is that? He's like part of my family owns a good portion of Gold Star, and then my other part of the family owns owns some Skylines. I'm like, isn't that conflict of interest? He's like, not if individuals own.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. So
Different people.
yeah, and I was like, well, I eat both. Like he's like, oh, Gold Star's better. I was like, well, I think it's mostly like how
His
people
family-
are raised.
They probably
Their
argue all the time.
families choose really if
course.
you
I've
like
got-
it. I think. Like,
I've got a theory on this, bro, and
Yeah.
I think we should really try to dive into it, because for people that say they like Skyline, they like the Conies. And for people that like Gold
Okay.
Star, they like the 3-ways. So I think that we need to break it down further,
It
because
depends on what you're getting.
because the Gold Star Conies are like lukewarm, right? They're not as hot as the Skyline.
Gold Star be selling like sandwiches and stuff too.
Oh, their burgers
Like
are
little
fire,
burgers.
bro.
Oh,
No,
they're-
I'm talking
they're-
about like the turkey sandwiches and stuff like
oh,
that.
like club sandwiches and
Yeah,
shit.
club
Yeah,
sandwich,
I was
yeah.
like, what? I
Yeah,
didn't know-
they've
I
got a
never
lot of
DoorDash
stuff to
one
do
time.
there.
I've never had any of that. I don't know
I've
what
had-
y'all
Bro,
I've
their burgers are about as close as it gets to In-N-Out Burger. They're good, bro.
Yeah,
They're really good.
I might have to slide over.
But honestly, I think we should do that. I think we should do that debate. Like, do you like Gold Star or Skyline? And then
And why?
and then a sub label is, do you like Coney's or three ways? Because honestly, I think the chili and the Gold Star is better because it's thicker. I think that the chili is a little bit runnier in Skyline, but
I think so too. Yeah.
but also I think the big difference is like Gold Star hot dogs are like barely above like room temperature. You know what I mean? And then Skyline's dogs are hot, and the chili's hot as well.
Look, this is where I'm at on the whole debate.
All
Plot
right.
twist. There is somebody that's holding the strings to both of these places, and they're just watching everybody tear
Oh,
each
I
other
bet,
apart.
bro.
I'm
I can
telling
see
you,
it.
They got to be like
He's-
related or something.
Yeah, bro. Like
That's what,
a lot of people.
The families own, I guess, franchises. The
Yeah.
Oh,
like
okay,
individual
okay.
franchises.
Yeah.
I don't know what their stake in the company per se is, but I know individual stores they own. That's what
But
I'm saying.
that's what I'm saying. Like there's someone literally that's making all this money that's just sitting up there and they're just
Laughing?
laughing
Yeah.
at everybody because they're fighting over it. Like it's fighting words to go into a place that people like Skyline and like, oh yeah, Gold Star's better. Like they will fight you.
Isn't
for
that weird
I feel
though?
like the Gold Star
Crazy.
people probably
They
mad
probably
for real,
crazy.
'cause
I
Skyline, like,
don't
they-
vote for nobody. I just like food, man.
both.
All right,
Yeah,
so you don't like Gold Star or Skyline? You don't like one better than the other?
I like.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like I've had Skyline as a child growing up more than I've had Gold Star.
All
So
right.
I think like as an adult, I've tried Gold Star a few more times. But
So
I'm
it's
I'm
up
a
to
big-
you
I'm
how
a
you're
big- I'm a
raised.
big-
That's where I think it comes
I'm
down
not
to
at a fight.
is
I'm
what
not
the
at a fight.
families.
All right, Gold Star or Skyline?
Uh-oh.
Skyline. Do you?
Way more cheese on their chili.
They do.
They
They stack
do.
cheese on that.
And so then you get the Coney's or you get the three way?
If I get a coney, I get it with no hot dog.
Phony Coney.
Phony Coney.
Yeah,
You
fun.
don't-
No, that's
you
cool.
get the coney with no hot dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just cheese
I
and bread.
ain't
I've
know
done
that- I
that.
ain't
I don't.
know
that.
I don't
Yeah.
eat hot dogs
There's
anymore.
a. Do you call it a phony Coney?
Now I just say, can I get a cheese?
Cheese coney, goddamn.
So
Coney.
Phony
like
Coney?
I've always called it a phony Coney, and they always every single time they'll correct me with a chili cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
It's called a chili cheese sandwich.
Yes.
Makes zero sense. It's a phony Coney is such a better
That's what
word.
it's on the- that's what it's on the menu.
They still put chili in it. It's
Yeah.
just
Chili
chili
cheese
and
sandwich?
There's still
Yeah.
chili.
That
There's
basically-
just.
It's not a
there's-
sandwich
basically
though.
like
It's
a
in a
chili
hot
cheese
dog
sandwich.
bun.
It's not a sandwich.
That is very.
It's not a sandwich.
It is,
But it
mis- it
kinda
is
is,
misleading.
though.
It is misleading.
Just because it's
Yeah.
bread.
Look,
Just because
hey,
it's bread.
hey,
That's
I'm
what
a-
making a sandwich.
I'm
not a
gonna
sandwich.
go ahead and put this out right
I feel like
now,
it's still a
bro.
sandwich, though.
Let's
A hamburger
trademark
is a sandwich.
let's trademark the word phony Coney, and let's do vegan hot dogs and vegan
I
meat.
know a vegan hot dog.
Okay, I'll eat a vegan hot dog.
That's
Alright.
a game.
vegan
That's a
Coney.
real phony Coney. That's a game changer.
That's
Yeah.
a real.
No, they
vegan.
already got vegan conies, I thought.
But they ain't calling them phony Conies
They're not
though.
calling
Call 'em-
phony
It's all
conies.
about
No,
the
I'm saying
name.
with a vegan hot dog. They ain't got that?
I'm sure they do, but they ain't
Yeah.
calling them phony
That's what
Conies.
we
Let's
need.
roll.
That's not
That's
the
the
name.
point. We need
gotta
them to have
the
that.
name. Gotta
The
have the
name.
name.
Phony
the
Coney,
branding,
bro. That's-
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
every time
personally-
they every single time they correct me, I said, "Can I get a phony Coney?" And they go, "You mean a chili cheese sandwich?" I said, "Nope, phony Coney."
Phony
Phony
Coney. Yeah.
So if you call it that, I guarantee more people will buy it. They won't even. They won't. It's not even about understanding it. They just the name.
A phony
It
Coney.
makes you think. Why
Yeah.
is it called a phony coney? I
You know,
gotta try
hey,
this.
Roosters and Frickers.
Oh, yeah.
If y'all ever been to Roosters,
I've been
I
to
don't know if y'all know
Roosters
about Frickers.
once,
You ever been to
but I
Frickers?
don't know what Frickers is.
They got a Roosters and Frickers down in Dayton, Ohio, and I heard like the owners are brothers,
It's
so
the
they
same
probably doing the
concept.
same. They probably
It's
doing
the
the
same
same thing. Yep.
Isn't that
But I ain't gonna lie.
true? What I was gonna say, isn't it? Adidas and Puma, aren't there like?
Ooh.
Is that what it is? Am I saying it
start
wrong?
Off with like soccer, like Adidas
Am I saying it wrong?
and Puma.
I don't know if those two are
I don't know
are
if
related.
it's like Adidas and something. I don't know. But whatever. Like the idea behind like there's like someone just watching everybody.
It definitely could be, bro. Hyundai and Mercedes are the same companies.
Yeah.
Damn, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
My mom
so
told me
so
that.
so
Honda
a
and
long time
Acura.
ago.
Hyundai, bro.
Oh,
so
Hyundai.
Hyundai.
so
yeah.
so look, so Hyundai's. If you look at like their Genesis line, so Hyundai's got the Genesis. That motherfucker, like, actually, if you want to even look further into
Genesis
it,
is smooth.
they've got the Genesis Equus. It's EQUUS. It's like a $60,000 car, bro. It's identical to the fucking Maybach. It's identical to the
Like,
the
look.
Mercedes Maybach.
Wow.
It's got lounge seats in the back. Like you open up the doors, there's like little umbrellas that come out of the door handles and shit. Like the Honda Equus is fire, but like it's like half the cost of the original cars, bro. And that's just the
You said
thing is like
they
you've
will.
got to like if you want to
You
be
gotta sell
smart,
something
if you want to
cheaper.
be smart, you want to make a mad scientist line for the high end, and you want to make it native for the
course.
lower line.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like you've got to.
So just put this out there for the whole world. Should every company have two different versions of themselves?
If they're smart.
I
Every
feel like
company.
Ford and Mercury, they like, you feel me? Two
Oh,
different
yeah.
versions of each other.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, they're all the same company.
Honda, Acura, Lexus, Toyota.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, if we get a Hyundai, we just gonna be like, all right, baby girl, look, this ain't no
Listen.
Mercedes right now. But
Listen. I've seen some dope cars that weren't even that expensive, and it blows my mind because like you would never know unless
Bro,
you
that
go to the dealership. Like
look up that Honda Equus, bro. You're gonna see this thing and be like, this is a fucking Hyundai. Like, are you kidding me? It's
I've
incredible,
probably
dude.
seen it.
It is
I'm sure I've seen
the
something cool like
E-Class
that.
Mercedes to a T, bro. It is so dope, man. But that's the thing is like you have to have a high end, low line. You've got to like
You gotta work with the consumers that are in your area. So like somebody's gonna be able to afford this car.
Well, I mean, you can definitely be a Lambo and just be the high end and just say, hey, we're just gonna,
Hey,
what,
gotta spend
what's
the money.
I think Ferrari's the one that they've got like a ban list and they won't let people like Justin Bieber,
What?
Kim Kardashian, like they're
can't
not allowed
buy
to
the
buy
car?
Ferraris.
Like blacklisted?
They're blacklisted.
why?
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 Because
what is the?
because of their popularity.
the
'Cause
level of popularity that they have.
Yeah,
They-
let me look it up. It's a true story, bro.
They don't want.
They don't want a certain fame to come
Yeah.
in, but you can still be a certain level of rich. So like, what is it?
Okay, I see.
So like
So they don't
like
want too much attention.
So-
Cristiano Ronaldo can go buy the Ferrari, but Justin Bieber can't. Like, is that
Yeah, but I mean,
is that
I
like
would
the
say-
separation? Like that's weird.
Well,
So it
there's
is
gotta be a level of income.
it is Ferrari, and he just
Ferraris go hard.
He doesn't want them to
he
buy his
bans
cars.
whoever he wants to. So reportedly, the iconic Italian marquis was fed up with Bieber's bad behavior with his cars, which was in violation of Ferrari's ownership rules.
So what he be like?
So Ferrari has ownership rules.
Okay, and what was Bieber doing?
Is he wrecking
I'm
the
more
cars?
curious about
This
that. But
was
like,
this was July 5th, 2022. So this wasn't even long ago.
recent.
Probably
Yeah.
car accidents or something.
I want to know what Bieber was
Maybe he don't
doing.
wanna-
First
Word
off,
on the street that
second
Justin
off,
Bieber has been blacklisted
What?
from Ferrari from driving or buying any of his vehicles. It's not only is Bieber a car enthusiast, he actually bought his first Ferrari an F430 when he was 16 years old.
Of course he did.
Jesus Christ,
Of course
bro.
he did.
Did he wreck it? He ain't wreck it or nothing, did he?
Mm-mm.
They just said
He's just
that's what
driving
I
a
was, I was
reckless.
thinking maybe like he ain't want the name to be messed up.
The
It's in too
Italian
many music
the
videos.
Italian marquis firmly believes that the
hell of music.
supercars that roll off the factory floors are pieces of artwork that shouldn't be altered in any way. Luxury Launches tells us if you don't have consent to customize or modify your vehicle, Ferrari will take offense.
I guess that makes sense.
I mean,
I can understand on like a small scale, but like because there's a whole list of like people that are banned from Ferrari, like a whole list, bro. Like the Kardashians.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
It doesn't make sense. Why
Why
would
would
they
you
be,
get
why would
banned?
they- why
why
would
ban anybody?
especially on the biggest TV show on earth, right? Like why wouldn't you want them driving around a Ferrari instead of that Range Rover they're always in?
Right. I mean, why have a ban
All right,
list?
let's take a look at some
Fine.
celebrities in the automotive world as well as that of pop culture that who are banned from buying Ferraris. Floyd Mayweather not allowed to buy a Ferrari.
Hold on.
I feel like he
hold
already
on,
has a
hold
bunch
on,
of
hold
them.
on,
Kim
hold on,
Kim
hold on.
Kardashian not allowed to buy a Ferrari.
Floyd Mayweather cannot.
50
buy a
Cent banned from buying Ferraris.
That one confused.
Justin Bieber can't get it. Chris Harris. I don't even know who's Chris Harris.
Who's
He's a
Chris
football
Harris?
player.
Sound
like an actor or something.
Clark Harris.
Clark
Yeah,
Harris?
Chris, you can't get it either, bro.
Chris, you're off
Off the list. bro.
off the list, or you're on the list. I guess.
Currency and Larry June can.
Dead Moss can't buy it either, bro. For some
Oh,
reason,
what?
for some reason, Dead Moss has been banned. He probably doesn't
Yeah.
like his music. Like it sounds like a personal thing at this
Oh
point.
yeah,
yeah,
bro.
sounds-
he's coming at
He's
people.
coming at you.
Tyga is also banned.
Nice.
I could imagine Tiger doing some dumb stuff.
So
I
so
swear.
that was the top
But
7
why would you ever
celebrities.
need to be banned?
If that's if that's how you feel, like I'm not about to ban you. If you're gonna spend the money on it, hey, take the car, get out of
Right,
here.
What's your name? I don't care.
What's your name? Look, man,
Yeah.
you got my money. Like
Go.
whatever.
Have a good time.
Seem like
Like,
maybe-
Okay,
maybe-
so here's the stories. Tyga's car got repossessed
that's what I'm
by the
saying.
company.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what,
Something
that's
had
what
to
I was
happen.
saying. What, like the
Something had to
name. That's,
happen.
maybe it's because he don't want the name.
They don't want to see that in the tabloids.
You
They
feel
don't
me?
they don't
Like,
want
that's what I
people to
was
be
talking
up there
about.
talking about Ferrari did this or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like,
They've been okay, so they banned Dead Moss. Oh, that car's fire though, dude.
He did it.
How do you ban somebody for making the car that fucking dope? Let
He
me
did
see.
it. He did some type
Yeah.
of customs.
Put that up there so they
Oh.
can see it.
Wow.
Bye, thank you.
All right, see you, Casey. Thank you.
Sorry that you're lactose stopping back.
Oh, I'm having it anyways. Thanks, Casey.
She's funny.
Put it up to the.
what did it look like?
All right,
Yours,
I gotta
yours.
see this thing.
Like it's blue and green or something?
Yeah.
Yo, that's fire. What? No, that's fire.
All right,
He's
so-
tripping.
So that car there
That's
was
gnarly, bro.
owned by Dead Moss, and
I drive that car.
Oh my God, he changed the name of the car to a Ferrari
Ferrari.
because it's got cats all over it, bro. It's got
Oh
that
my
that
gosh.
cat thing, that
Yes.
8-bit cat. So,
That's classic. That's a stupid reason to ban.
bro,
somebody.
Ferrari sent him a cease and desist letter.
They're like, you're trying to customize my car and sell it as your own.
No, he didn't. He's not trying to sell it. He bought a car, paid cash for it, or whatever he did, and then he
He wanted to customize.
did his own thing, bro. That's crazy. So they sent him a cease and desist because he named it the Ferrari.
That's wild.
Because it's got
What? Yes.
cats on it, little photos of cats.
The Ferrari.
All right,
Bro,
Chris
I-
Harris. Chris
That's a
Harris is
genius
a
idea,
popular
though.
automotive journalist.
What'd he do? He did something stupid. I guarantee it.
Yeah, let's see. He wrote an article titled "How Ferrari Spins" in 2011. In it, he claimed that the superstar brand from Italy optimized their test cars in a particular fashion to ensure the best possible results and performance for test magazines. So this dude is an automotive journalist, and he called him out because they're like,
He told the truth.
yeah, he told the truth. Yeah.
He got in trouble for telling the truth.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
All right, Justin Bieber. For Canadian pop sensation, Justin Bieber is not. It was not one, but a string of offenses that landed him on the Ferrari's blacklist. First, the singer customized his Ferrari 458 Italia F1 edition from West Coast Customs. Originally white, he got it wrapped in electric blue color, and the biggest sacrilege was tampering with the prancing horse.
So this dude doesn't like you to customize his car. So he's
Yeah, he doesn't want any like
he
external
literally
anything.
Yeah.
banned him because he customized
they
the,
changed the car.
the horse logo.
They want you to keep the
What if you
car
wanted
the
to get
same.
a Ferrari?
The
You
same
wanted
as
to
it
get
comes
like
up.
in midnight blue. What's it called? Is it midnight blue? Where it like changes colors. It looks like it's black.
That
Then it looks like it's
candy- that
purple.
candy
Oh
paint
yeah.
job.
Like
I mean, I think you got it. Like it sounds like
You got to get them to okay
be
it.
cool.
it
before-
sounds like if you
Okay.
buy a T-shirt from Native, you can't cut the sleeves off, or I'm fucking you up.
Literally.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
holy
Who told
cow,
you to rip
dude.
that shirt?
Right.
What?
Right.
I'm
Right.
Ferrari
crying.
cares heavily about their brand image worldwide, so when popular rapper with a huge platform takes to social media to berate their car, it would naturally not be too thrilled about it. Rapper 50 Cent's Ferrari 488 ran into problems owing to a dead battery. As a result, he had to get the car towed, and when he took to Instagram to complain about it.
That's why.
So he posted
Complained
this.
about it, that's why.
He had to go to
So
Instagram with it.
so 50 Cent posted something on
It's the
the
name.
show the day.
It's the
It's
name.
definitely the name.
It says, "I don't want this 488 Ferrari no more. I think I'm gonna get a smart car." And all he does is
crying.
all he did was have a photo of the car on a fucking on a flatbed.
Yeah, he ain't had to do that.
Bam.
That's something they
the
could
name,
have.
bro.
Banned him for it.
Definitely the name.
It's the
dog.
name.
It's
You
the name, bro.
disrespecting the name.
You know
of
what?
Ferrari.
And
That's what it is.
at this point, I'm kind of like, fuck Ferrari, bro. Like for real. All right, here's the Kim Kardashian. This one is more in the rumor territory, but it's almost known that popular American socialite Kim Kardashian has been on Ferrari's blacklist for several years. The most likely reason for this ban is that she accepted a Ferrari as a wedding gift in 2011 from a Malaysian businessman who happened to be a financial fraudster.
Damn.
She
When
didn't
Kim
even do
denied
anything
ever
wrong.
having
Dang,
received
bro.
the car, Radar Online reported that the source stated that the car had been delivered to the Kim Kardashian household. Kim Kardashian's her Ferrari ban would always be vague since Ferrari would refrain from making the public statement. So she said she never even got the car and still got banned.
She didn't even do anything. That's wild.
All right, number one, Floyd Mayweather. Let's
gotta
go.
hear
Let's
I gotta
hear.
hear
Let's hear this one.
All right,
Like, hold
Floyd
on.
Mayweather Jr. is the wealthiest boxer of all time and also one of the wealthiest athletes. Thus, one could be forgiven for assuming that Ferrari would be all too happy to sell them their cars, but he's reportedly on the infamous blacklist despite of his wealth.
He has too much money. That's
But,
it.
This is majorly due to his tendency to flower Ferrari's ownership rules that makes him an owner. That makes an owner retain the car for at least 1 year before even considering to sell it. All right, so he buys them and flips them.
Oh, that makes sense.
Floyd, on the
Oh,
other hand, is
see, it's the
notorious for
name.
buying and flashing new cars and selling them after a few months of owning it. When he's done showing them off, he isn't quite known for as a car collector. Thus, for Ferrari, it was banned him. So that's something else. I heard that too. So there was a car that John Cena bought. It was a Ford. Oh man. It was a fire ass Ford, bro. It was Ford's like sports car, $200,000. Thing's fire, and the
Flipped it.
stipulation was like if there was only a certain amount made, and when you buy it, you had to hang on to it. You couldn't resell it. And he like bought it, sold it within 6 months, and got huge backlash for it, bro. Like crazy backlash. Like
I see that though. I see that end of it. Even though you should be in a free market
he
where
said,
you
he
should be able
said
to
he
do whatever
couldn't
you
fit
want,
in it,
but
bro. Like he couldn't fit in the car.
so you sell it, right? Right.
And you're not allowed to. Like he
Yeah.
got.
For what reason? That won't aspect like like Floyd's like situation. I could see that like in the Ferrari sense, like, hey, like this is you are on a list. Stay on this. But it's a free market, so you should at the same time.
It's a free market, bro, and they're gonna price themselves out if they keep doing this. Because if you keep
They seem to
telling
be
these
fine.
big celebrities that you can't drive my stuff, at what point does your car not going to be seen anymore?
What time do people blacklist you?
Nobody purchases
You
Ferrari,
know what I mean?
which
Like-
might take a while.
Bro,
Might
you know
take a
what?
while.
You know what? If we just made a shirt that said Blacklist Ferrari, do you not think 50 Cent, Kim Kardashian, and all these people would just buy that shirt?
Yeah, just because it's
Promote it
make
to
big
all
letters.
Bro, I'm never gonna have a Ferrari, and if I do buy a Ferrari, it's gonna be a Testarossa from 1980 bro. Like the ones with like the gills on the side. You know what I mean?
Them
Like that
things are
old
sick.
school Testarossa, bro. That's what I want. I don't want these new things. So like, let's go. Let's get banned on the list before we can even afford it.
of them. Hey,
native brands banned.
blacklist Ferrari.
All four of our names are listed below.
Bro,
Let's do
I'm in. I've already got the entire shirt done in my head. Blacklist Ferrari, and that Ferrari will be that it'll look like the car,
new
but
one.
it's gonna say Ferrari, maybe some smoke underneath it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Blacklist Ferrari.
Yeah.
Just take that, bro, and just send them to Kim Kardashian, Justin Bieber. Just give them to them for free, bro.
Blacklisted by native.
Blacklisted by native.
Well, I wouldn't. Yeah, that sounds too close to a local.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. But same concept.
Native.
But
Banned by native because it's banned on the thing anyways.
Banned by native.
It's
Yeah.
a ban list, so banned by native. So
how do we
you're
get
playing
on
in
the
this
band
terms.
list? Oh, like, can we get
That's
on
how
it?
we get on it.
We
Like that?
piss off Bass Pro Shop.
Make enough T-shirts.
Ferrari, fuck you.
Send the
Fuck you,
link.
Ferrari.
Send the link to their HR. Send the link to every.
Can we
place
tag
that they
Ferrari
can-
in this? I need to get on your band list ASAP,
Yes.
please.
Put us on the ban
Ban
list.
all of us.
Yeah, I'll be driving Porsche anyways. So
Hey,
Corvette.
Porsches in the
Corvette.
building.
Hey.
Corvette
I've been
all
rocking
day.
Porsches and
Yeah.
I've been rocking Corvettes
Yeah.
as long as you can remember. So
911 was my
fuck
favorite.
them
Growing up was like my
Ferraris.
favorite car.
Cool with
A
Mustangs.
yellow 911. Oh man.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I'm
Things
there.
are- those things
Count-
yeah, with
count-
that high spoiler on the
Yeah.
back, bro.
Count me in.
Fire, dude.
Count me in. Yeah.
The yellow one too,
Yeah.
man.
Favorite
yeah.
car. Favorite car. Yeah.
Bro,
For my
I
whole
didn't
life.
know you. I didn't know you wanted a banana sports car. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Whole
You
life.
want
I
that?
had the little like
banana
yeah.
car.
I
With
had
the,
to
with the
cut-
with the ground you got to have the ground package on that 911 though. You got to make it look like it's real low to the ground.
Ooh,
That's cool.
Yeah,
you're gonna be
dude.
smooth. With
But yeah,
it.
that's what I want. But that's
Alright.
another topic. Yeah,
That's surprising coming from you, honestly.
I mean,
but hey,
just ask me questions. I'll give you
that's-
answers. We just never talked about it
if
before.
that's what you
That's
want.
all.
I mean,
Yeah.
hey,
I would have told you that 2 years ago. I mean, that would have been the same answer.
we're gonna
Nothing's
see.
changed.
We're
yeah.
gonna see Andrew in
That's
his,
dope. You know-
yellow 911.
You know,
man.
it's funny. Ironically, like my dream car is the Ferrari Testarossa, red, 1980s with the gills on the. You know what I'm talking about, like that.
Yes,
I've
yeah,
seen that car. I've seen
Super gills
pictures.
on the side, bro. Like,
Straight fish.
yeah,
Street fish.
Yeah,
Hey.
street fish, bro. Yeah.
yeah.
Hashtag street fish.
So if I do get banned, it looks like I'm gonna have to buy what was that kit car that came out with? It was like a Miata with a Testarossa body kit.
Oh man.
That's what I have to fall back on if I get banned from the list, bro.
I think you have to make it to where they are so upset. Like all of these
But if
people.
we made shirts,
if
that
we made shirts that,
they would
that
be
says
upset.
ban
They-
Ferrari,
clearly he
It'll
gets
be
mad
bad
about
as fuck.
everything.
I
It'll be
so-
bad.
I don't
Fucking
know
child.
because like it's the way they went. Like Kim probably didn't do the most of everybody else, but I think all of them somehow went to social media for it. So we have to straight.
I would have taken a picture of my Ferrari on the back of a truck too, going, "This bitch, I barely drive this thing. Why is this thing dead? Why can't I drive it?"
Can you put like wraps on it, like a native wrap? That'd get you banned probably. if you
Oh,
did that.
man.
We gotta buy it first.
You gotta buy it. Yeah.
I can't afford it right now.
Can't
So
be-
we got to get banned before we buy it.
All right, we're looking for more investors.
Way
Who wants to buy us a Ferrari so we can get banned from the company?
right,
ASAP?
you be a part of that. That's history.
That's a mischief
native,
shit.
Native
Yeah.
rap it.
Oh, speaking of mischief, bro. So they sold 5,000 keys across the world for a PT Cruiser, a wooden PT Cruiser. That's what they're giving away.
Oh, that's what it is.
It's a PT Cruiser. I was hoping it was going to be some fire hot rods.
I thought it was gonna
a
be something
wooden
dope,
PT
some
Cruiser.
old school.
Like what year?
Yeah,
like,
I thought it
what
was gonna be
year
like
is
a
it
Nova or something.
Probably like
some kind of-
2005, bro. It's not.
I'd
it's
love
not-
to see it be like a Viper.
It's got wood
Is-
panels on the side.
Does it say anything on it? Is it just?
It's just a random.
As of right now, the only thing that it has on it is Casey Neistat's arrow on the top
oh
on,
yeah,
the
he's
roof.
spray painted an arrow on it.
So Casey Neistat, if you guys don't know, Casey Neistat is a YouTuber, phenomenal dude, does incredible photography and videography. Every one of his YouTube videos are only 5 to 10 minutes long, and he puts as much effort into it as a 2-hour like movie. Everything is so. The cinematography is phenomenal in it, and this guy's gotten so good at what he does. He lives in New York, and he's really good at what he does, and he's gotten to the point where he just rides like these boosted boards everywhere, and like he's riding through New York, and people are like Casey, like everyone in New York knows who he is, but he's got this big neon green arrow on the top of his boosted board, so he knows the front to back, so he doesn't fucking fly off, because that's a concern. Obviously, like when
Yeah.
you got these boards, like you don't know which one's front and back when you're going to ride the thing when you got the hand.
There's the same speed either way, really.
Yeah, so he's got a big arrow on it, but
Uh-huh.
so Mischief came to him, and they let him be the first one to drive the whip. So he took his boosted board out to Brooklyn to Mischief, and then they were out there and like, hey, this thing starts in a half hour. Where's the car at? So they went and grabbed the car, and then drove it around, and then the car was stolen within fucking 2 hours of Casey owning like using it.
Yeah.
So
'Cause he never owns
okay,
it. He
Okay,
never
so
owns it.
so yeah, so
Explain the
people
premise, yeah.
people watching. So Mischief is a streetwear brand that does like random drops once a week or once a month. They'll come out with something, and whether it be the Little Nas X 666 shoes that came out, they were black shoes.
Okay.
And they had blood in the actual the air pocket. People flipped out over it.
Human blood, bro.
The
Yeah.
people at like at Nike, right? Because they was.
Yeah. Nike sent a season assist, but they didn't send a season assist 2 years before when they did the heavenly versions with the holy water.
Those
You know
were-
what I mean? They had
those were-
so they did another version where it was holy water in the air pocket. So these guys are always innovating. They're always doing real cool shit. So the last drop last week was a key to a car, $19, and you get a key to this car. There's only 5,000 made, and legality means I can take that car. So if somebody's on a trip, right now the car's in New York, but if somebody goes to Tennessee on a trip to Gatlinburg, and they're there for the weekend, Andrew and I can drive out there, and I've got that key to the car, so I can drive to this dude's chalet or wherever he's staying.
You just take his car.
I could take his car, and now it's mine. So now this is my car until somebody else steals it from me. And bro, like it's like the
crazy.
genius factor is ridiculous, bro. 5,000 keys, $19 a piece. They made $100,000. They probably bought a $15,000, maybe a $10,000 PT Cruiser, and they're like, it does get a little finicky when it comes to laws on if you get in a car accident, paperwork, who owns it,
What if
insurance.
you don't have a license?
As I buy the key, I've got to click the terms, and as the terms, it says that I've got a driver's license, I've never had a DUI, I've got a valid driver's license. Like there's a whole thing of
gotta
stuff.
agree.
Stipulations, yeah.
So if I do get pulled over, there's probably an out for their insurance company, right? I'm sure their insurance company the insurance probably costs more than the car did on whatever they're trying to do here. You know what I mean? But and they were like, Casey was asking like legit questions, like, hey, what happens if you get pulled over by a police officer? And he's asking for license and registration. The guy goes, well, the registration's in the glove box. He's like, but who's it registered to? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how do we know that? How do the cops know this thing isn't going to be stolen?
John Smith.
What happens if the cop has
John Doe.
Yeah, John Doe.
cop pull you over and he got a key?
Oh
Take
man.
your
He
shit.
gone.
He gone.
Right.
Yeah, bro.
I'ma pull you over
And then
just
you-
cause.
And then you get a hot wire the
You gonna be on the side of the road.
the cruiser.
He do some slick shit. So he put you in the cruiser,
In the cruiser.
sits you in the back,
Handcuff you.
handcuffed, and then gets
But-
in the car and drives off.
And drives off.
Leaves you like, what's happening?
Call your buddy. Hey, I found this guy. He's
Yeah,
on
come
this
get the
street
car.
corner.
Yeah, come get the
him.
car. Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
but without question, I bought a key. The second that it dropped, I was like, "Oh, this is fucking genius, man!" Because I'm in a certain part of town that's not L.A., right? So if they're trying to sell 5,000 keys, I bet you half of them went to the West Coast, right?
At
So
least.
at least 2,500 are sitting in Cali, Phoenix, around that area, and so
Vegas.
maybe the other half is in New York. So where's that? How many people in Kentucky, the Midwest, have keys?
Right.
There's only 5,000 made.
Why not stick a car where there's less people and just see how long it takes for them to get it?
And I'm gonna tell you this, bro. Like for real, if I do find the car, first thing I'm gonna do is either paint it where it doesn't look anything like the car they had, or like imagine being able to take the car and just pull it overseas, bro. Like I paid $19 for a car.
Right.
It's legally mine. If I can swindle it away from the other 4,999 people, I bought a car for $20.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like how do you get it away from everybody else? Because like they basically like they inserted like a whole GPS system. So at any point in
They
time,
could track it.
you can call a phone number, and it'll say
The car is doing this. It's
the
being
car is
yeah.
doing 0 miles per hour. It's sitting at coordinates 40.377 west, 3977 east, or whatever the coordinates are. So you've got to like do a little due diligence to get online and type in the coordinates. But that bitch might be sitting in Newport's fucking parking garage.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Park in the
Like-
back right corner, leave it back there, and no one will know it's there. That.
No one will
But
ever see it.
so let's talk about the
Key fob.
The key fob, yeah. Thank you. The key fob. So does it light up when you get close
Yes.
to it? Like how does
Yes.
that work?
It turns either blue or green when you get close to the car.
Okay, so like
And then the car is unlocked.
does it do like you get hotter and colder? Does it change colors? That'd be sick.
Right.
That would be
I
so
think
dope.
it's just like a proximity thing.
Yeah.
like-
If it lights up all of a sudden the car's around you, can you imagine like you get the key and you're walking around, all of a sudden that light pops up, you're like
Where am I at? Where's it
I'm
at?
close
yeah.
to the car.
nothing else is more important at that moment. You're like
it's
find that-
and honestly, it's probably within like 15 feet of the car. I bet you it's like same proximity as like an unlock sensor.
unlock sensor. Yeah. Those go pretty
It
far.
just
though.
has an LED to let you know that you're in the vicinity. I bet.
I mean, those go pretty
but-
far. I mean,
But
I'll
reg-
sit on my
but-
keys
but,
up here
but,
and
reg-
unlock my
but
car.
regardless, man, there's going to be people in New York that own this thing, and they're going to be traveling out west.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would go. Well, he said he went to Brooklyn.
It started in Brooklyn.
It started
yeah.
in Brooklyn. Okay, so and he was on the West Coast. He came over to the East Coast, and that's where it started. So
That car could be anywhere.
No, it's in New York still.
It's still in New York. It's probably not.
No
gonna
one's
leave
gotten their
here.
keys yet. I don't get my key till tomorrow.
Oh man.
It's about to be-
Oh,
yeah,
so this
it's
is about to begin.
So
It's about to be
he was-
chaos.
It's
he
about
was
to
Bro, this
begin.
is
About to be
this
chaos.
is like how this is real life Grand Theft Auto, bro. Like
Type
Yeah.
shit,
like
yeah.
this is something that is like, imagine if you were able to, like, if you had the coordinates and you knew that he was in Cincinnati somewhere, right? And so all of a sudden we're following a guy in a PT Cruiser and waiting for him to go into Kroger.
Super
And
dangerous.
then you just get in that
he's,
car and go.
bro, he hops out and he walks into Kroger and then we steal his car. Legally,
Legal.
legally, we take his car because now it's mine because that's the
Yep.
game that he signed up for.
He signed
Yep.
up for it.
He signed. He knows.
Yeah, he knows.
He knows walking into
He got the
Kroger.
drop. He knew. Like he knew he could lose that car any
Yeah,
second.
yeah. That's the craziest thing, bro.
That
So
would be
like,
amazing.
why wouldn't I want to put $20, $19 in to be a part of this?
I
Like,
shoulda bought that key,
like
man.
extravagant, bro. We got a
Jay
key.
go
We
to-
got a key.
Jago go to Chicago.
Bro, you don't
Yeah.
Try to
you don't
get-
think I've already got it on my mind, bro? That's gonna be your car if I find it, bro.
He gonna
Yeah.
go to Chicago.
He's gonna give you the
and steal
key.
one.
You walk around downtown for us while he's at home, and then you find the car, and then you got a car. We're gonna do a native pop up real quick. With
Hey, look,
gonna
I'm
be a
gonna
PT
spray,
Cruiser
I'm
sitting-
Bro,
spray
hey.
painting that thing. I'm throwing stickers on it. I'm
yeah,
having
we're
a good
putting a
time.
sticker right on the
It's
bumper,
gonna be
bro.
a PT Cruiser
100%,
sitting on
without
without
a
in
doubt.
Chicago. Jago pull up and take it.
I'm gonna take the GPS out of it. Y'all ain't
Look,
finding that.
look at she.
I'm gonna take it apart.
She a real one for that. I ain't really think she's
She came back.
she a real one.
Oh shit. Oh my goodness.
Strawberry dance and lactose free.
Oh shit. Look at you.
Came back for the
Lactose.
thrill.
She's got mine here. You're amazing.
Thank
You wanna walk out with a beanie?
But you can walk out with one.
Yeah, go ahead and take one.
Take whatever you want.
No, don't do that.
no,
Clear
no,
our
no.
shelves for us, please.
Just gonna have too much fun. Don't say that.
Oh, that's it, bro. That's what I need right there. Banana strawberry smoothie.
Hey.
This will cost you $15 over there at
Smoothie.
How
King?
much-
like no joke. These things, like two of them are $16 over at Smoothie King.
That's what it is over at Colton right now. 15 something.
Yeah,
He just upped the price this
16.
morning.
yeah. Well,
Man.
fruit ain't getting cheaper, man. We're living in new lives now.
We are.
Hey,
We
yeah.
are.
Home for free.
Thank you. This is amazing. Thank you.
It do taste good.
Now grab yourself a beanie, please.
Go for it.
Yes. Yeah.
I like the fact that there's more banana than strawberry in that one. Some of them have like more of like a strawberry content.
You can definitely taste it.
Strawberries, I think.
More banana because that's how I like mine.
I like it like
I-
that. I think like typically it's more strawberry that has more of like the seeds and shit in it.
I think I'm more.
A little bit more
strawberry.
banana.
I like my blueberry banana smoothies more banana.
Blueberry banana.
I've never
Okay.
done that before. I'm gonna have to
Okay.
try that. That's different.
I came in and got one of every fruit. So it had like a blueberry, pineapple, strawberry, mango.
Damn.
What?
Super healthy.
They're gonna be on the toilet tonight.
You know they've got so there's vending machines that actually make these too.
A vending machine that makes
It's
smoothies.
20 G's for the vending machine. So you actually you load the fruit
that's
in
moving
in the
up.
morning, and then you can literally just type in strawberry banana fruit smoothie, and it'll cut everything up. Do it right there. It's all fresh fruit.
What?
Fire, bro.
I need to find whoever has that.
That's-
Please
20
Send
G's
us
is
a message.
expensive for one of them.
send us a message. I want to try that.
But that's
cool.
and so that like Vince Pitstick. You remember Vince Pitstick from Cincy? I think he's down in Florida now.
Mm-mm.
He's a big nutrition guy, Nutrition Dynamics.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
so
yeah,
he
yeah.
was down here, and he was going to buy into those and put them into some of the Snap Fitnesses down here.
Shoot, put that into the Red
Oh.
Stadium.
Okay.
I'll be on that.
Bro, put in the Red Stadium, it costs you fucking $45 for a smoothie. It costs you $9 for a water, bro. What do you think a fruit smoothie is going to cost?
Hey, someone's gonna buy it. $45 for a smoothie.
It's Kanye West.
That's
Yeezy,
his-
Yeezy
that's-
jacket.
That's his
That hits
style.
a spot, bro.
Yeah.
You do you like that banana or like
You can taste the banana. And something. Yeah, for sure.
I put 2 full bananas in there.
that's good?
Two
I-
full bananas. There's that Kentucky
bananas.
accent. Okay.
Got some good
Bananas.
old potassium in
Did
our
you go to
body.
the the light, like the light show the other day? Where'd you go the other day?
The did schoolhouse. They added a whole new thing to it.
Was it scary as shit?
Nope, the group in front of me got all the scares and I was in the back.
She was in the back. She was just sitting there.
We
like, oh.
talked about that on the
Yeah, I was
podcast
just
last
gonna
week.
say about that.
Last
Yeah.
week on the podcast, they.
So scared, like they were holding each other, walking through with their eyes closed. So I was like, can I please just get in front of you?
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
So we interviewed the USS Nightmare last Tuesday, and they actually said they go, hey, if you want to be scared, like you got to be in the middle. Like if you're in the front or the back, like we're always looking for the people that are ducking their head and
Yeah.
trying to hide. So
Yeah.
typically it's the second or third. So if you're in the very first or the very last, like typically you don't get scared as much as the person in the middle because they're like trying to find that terrified person.
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
be in the back the whole time.
Yeah, the front person's usually the most brave person. They're not even looking for them. They
That-
overpass them.
And that's why I was like, oh, dude, I'm like, I usually do the front because of the fact that like I make eye contact with these people. I'm like,
Just sometimes the
Get
people
that.
in the middle they
Get
get
'em high.
scared and they'll grab somebody and try to
Yeah.
throw them in front. And stuff.
oh, that happens
I'll-
often,
A human
bro.
shield, yeah,
I'll probably
yeah.
be like chilling in the back.
That's
Right.
that's why they kept talking about it like it was a nice little date night spot because the boy's
Yeah.
gonna try to get his girl scared like
They start.
Oh,
she grabbed
man.
you and
yeah she holding on to you the whole time like yo.
That's
Oh.
the best part of Halloween, bro. Like, weather's changing. Like it starts to like that hoodie weather comes in.
Sure.
Like when you start getting to the point where you can wear button down hoodies or button down tees over
Yep.
over t-shirts.
It's a good time of year, though. I love this
Sure,
thing,
bro.
man.
You can do right now. Please.
Yep.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
starting right now. Yeah.
We
But-
gotta enjoy this
but
for the
then, like-
time being because it's gonna get cold quick.
I got up this morning. It was
Yeah.
44 degrees.
Yeah.
It
It
cold
was
as fuck this morning.
I was up early. It was like
Yeah.
32
Yeah.
and cranking. It was
Woo.
wow. I'm bundled
Yeah,
up
yeah.
still. Like I don't
Bro,
do
I
cold.
love being cold, man. I'm like
I sleep good when it like. When
Oh, I wanna be cold,
weather.
too. Yeah,
I
yeah.
sleep
bro,
best.
so I went
Need
like
to be
my
warm.
mom.
Everyone
man,
seems to
Sleep
like that. I
inside.
wonder
Hell
why.
no,
Why?
I can't sleep
I don't like
inside.
that.
I'm telling, bro,
I
that's
can't
the
do it.
way, dude. Like
I cannot
being
sleep when
cold
it's
when you
hot.
sleep is the way, though. Like my mom, like for the past year, she's like, I can't sleep. You know, I'm like, I've been waking up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, can't go back to bed, and I'm trying to like tell her things, and we go out there and stay there, and she's got her AC set to 74, AC at 74, and I'm like,
Wow.
What's the point?
Mom,
Yeah.
like there's a reason why you're not sleeping. You're sweating. You know what I mean? Like turn this
Yeah.
bitch down to like 70. Like I keep it at 60.
65.
I keep it at 68 in my house, and only at nighttime. Only when we go to bed. Like I just like I'm that dude that goes ahead and uses like all the AC for nighttime, because like bro, like I'll be out like a light. You know what I mean? And you wake up so energized when you're not sweating in bed, and like when you
Oh, yeah.
just kind of your bro, like your own heat just is like a furnace. So if you can just wrap yourself in those blankets and just stay tucked in, like man, that's the best sleep I
And
get. Is
I
fucking the
have
coldest
to, I have
nights.
to like keep like when I do it, I have to keep like at least a foot or some kind of airflow in there. Man, I have a fan by it. I keep like
Always.
some kind of
I got
airflow.
bro. It's 68 and the fan on.
Yeah, me too.
Now, and I got the fan. I got the fan up on the wall. That's so where the AC pumps out. Then the fan kicks it over to me.
Oh, okay.
Right,
yeah.
so I've got like a
Yeah.
double whammy in
Yeah.
it. Plus, I've got like everything in my house is Alexa, bro. It's so fire. So I'm like, Alexa, fan on, boom, fan comes
Nice.
on. Alexa, bathroom heater on. Yeah, so I've got it set to like I got my bathroom heater set at 6 a.m. So when I go to the bathroom at 8, bro, my bathroom is the floor's warm, the fucking walls are warm, the fucking toilet paper's warm. I'm like, let's roll, bro.
You living like Iron Man.
Man,
Right.
Toilet
bro,
paper.
all on Jeff Bezos' dime, man. Like it didn't cost me much. You know what I mean? It's fucking $30 for an Amazon tablet. What do we call those things? The little dots. Yeah,
Amazon
dots.
Yeah,
Prime,
Yeah. I was gonna say we were just talking about
sleeping with the heat?
sleep in the heat.
I can't
My
do it,
fan's
bro.
perfect. So like it's just it goes like it's a taller fan, but it's kind of like the dogs have knocked it over so much, so it has a little bit of a tilt, but it shoots the air right over the bed, and it's perfect. It's the perfect height. It's amazing, honestly.
Bro, you know
when
what
that fan goes, because the dogs have knocked it over enough, when it goes, I'm gonna be so sad. I'm gonna have to get a new one.
You
Oh.
know what I've done before that's fucking insanely cool on a nerd level
Sure.
is
sure.
take a fan and tuck all your sheets into your bed, right? And then put a fan in there. And then the bed sheets pop up like a dome.
Oh,
And
my
you just hang out inside that bitch, bro. Like fire stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Next level living, bro.
That sounds like some creative J
that's
stuff.
adult camp night right there.
Adult camp night.
All right, I see you.
That's funny, bro. You look like what's his name, man?
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong, bro. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
exactly what it was.
filter. Yeah.
Is that
It
the
looked-
Donkey Kong
I
filter?
think it was a filter. It looked like it.
Is that the actual Donkey Kong filter?
What is that?
Oh my god, look at this filter.
Oh, that face.
Oh, okay.
Gnarly.
I seen one filter where they have it. They have the people looking like Disney characters. Like they've been doing it like at football games and stuff like that.
Oh, that's how they do that?
I saw.
Yeah, I
I
seen
saw
that.
it on
Just where they're pulling up like photos
Yes.
of like.
put you on a
That's
jumbotron,
great.
then your face will turn into like it just show what you would look
Yeah,
like if you was a
yeah.
Disney
Yeah,
character or
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that online. It was cool.
I won't work on you because you have
I'm bald too. Ain't cool.
That ain't.
I got so much hair, bro. All right, so let me ask you something, man. Cause I'm. This hair is out of control right now, bro.
Yeah.
And I am so close to going back to my old hairstyle, which is just like, basically like the one sitting right here on your cheek, on your right eye, like the length that one.
Like letting your hair drop like that.
So
Like
so
put
so
your hair
so I've like before I just let it start growing out. It was just blonde and it hung over my left eye, which was great because it was almost like an eye patch.
Yeah.
Like this bitch is dripping right now, but it was an eye patch, so it was like a second shield for everything. So I want to get back to that haircut, but I'm thinking about doing dreads with that haircut.
If you
Oh.
do dreads, that'll be dope. Go for it. You feel me? I'm about to redye my stuff either tonight or tomorrow.
Who twists your hair? Would I be procreating? Would I be like not procreating? What do you call that? Well, like when I'm like trying to jock a black dude style. Not procreating. That doesn't make any sense.
No, that's making new people.
Yeah.
I just seen like white dudes with dreads before. And like
Do you look at him and go, he's trying to be like me?
not for real, nah. I feel like online they probably be tripping about that because people always want to say stuff online. But
For
like,
sure.
in
And
real life,
and I'm cool with that. I like controversy like Kanye.
I just seen guys that like go out to like festivals and stuff like that. They be dreaded. They should be long. Like
I mean, I don't want it long. Like, I actually want to get all this cut off. Like this, bro, like I've got to go to the bathroom twice before we even start the podcast just to wet this bitch down because otherwise it looks like I got hit by a lightning bolt. You know what I mean? Like this shit is just so out of control, bro. So like the hair's never been this long and like I want to go back to. Thank you, baby. I'll see you soon.
Was it good?
It's amazing. This is how I want it all the time. The banana over the banana. What was that? Checks over stripes.
you say you put
Yeah,
two
banana
bananas in it,
over
right?
berries.
Okay.
Banana
Yeah,
over
it tastes
berries.
good. It tastes real good.
That's what we're calling it. It's banana over berries.
Banana over berries.
It's like a coney, cheese coney.
Right. That's it. We're gonna start our own company. But yeah, bro. So I've really, my hair's long enough to do it. I've always wanted to do dreads anyways, but like I don't want to be a vulture culture. That's what it was. Like somebody was trying to like.
I mean, like, I don't really, like I said, like, I met guys that like, they into like the festivals. Like I'm talking about the ones that's like 2 and 3 days long.
Oh,
and
for
stuff
sure.
Like that. So like, I ain't never really looked at it like that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
All right, cool.
You know, I know.
And
I know
how's it
it's a
feel?
thing
So
online.
like my big concern is wearing hats because like I've
I
got
got a hat on right now because the top part nappy. I'm about to get mine retwisted.
Okay.
My hair nappy as hell right now, so like I try to keep a
For
cap
sure.
on. Like unless if I'm at work, I don't like wearing hats and stuff at work. I
Yeah.
don't
So
wanna drop-
like with me, like I've got to wear hats just to keep the sun out of my face, right? Because
Yeah,
like
yep.
I've got to have this here. So if like I want to do the dreads and I want to be able to pull them over my eyes, so I don't have to like worry about the hat. But
I mean,
if
you
I
do,
do
then
wear the
gonna
hat,
keep it in place.
does it
won't move.
feel awkward wearing a hat?
Nah, not at all. Sometimes like back here, it's matted a little bit from the hats.
Mm-hmm.
Just over time, you've had a hat on.
And so
for
what you
long.
like? You just go to get it retwisted, so they just kind of just.
Yeah, like I started out twisted mine. Then I used to
I
date- I used to
appreciate
date
you
this
talking
chick.
about this, bro. This is something I want to talk about on the podcast, but
Okay.
I'm very interested in it because I want to get it done, and I I'm worried that I'm gonna get the dreads, and then I'm not gonna like wearing the hats, and it's gonna like contradict what I'm doing because like I need to wear a hat because I need to like blind the sun from my eyeballs, right?
If you wear a hat, it keep it in place.
Okay.
I started out retwist, like I was doing my own retwist at first, and then I had this little chick I used to talk to. She used to do it for me because it take a minute.
And it's expensive,
Like
yeah, for sure.
3 hours. It's not like super expensive. Like it's people that do it for like 65 and stuff like that. With me, it just be like time. I'm like, yeah, all right. And then when the time comes,
I was seeing 150 to 200, yeah.
But nah. Unless
those are white boy prices. We're good. We're good. I know where I'm at in this stature, bro.
Yeah, pay him premium.
I got to
It's
pay
like-
premium. I'm outside the box right
Yeah.
now.
Pay
usually
premium.
charge, like, it's somewhere between like 50, 65, something like that. You know, and honest, you know what's crazy? Because when I first started, some people get them plaited first. I never got mine plaited. I start off like
What's
sponge.
that?
Like when you about to get dressed, they'll put them in different sections, and they start out looking like when they grow, then they look like little.
That's for short hair.
Yeah, because
It's for shorter hair.
like that, and then like you got electrocuted because
Yeah,
it
yeah.
stuck up. Mine was like that too, but I never got them plaited. It came from a sponge brush, and then over time, like they just got so long, like they wasn't sticking up no more. They flapped down. So then I was like, well, okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and let
See,
them
and
go down.
that's the thing, man. I'm at the point like I'm either gonna get my hair cut back to the original fucking shit going over my eyes, but I'm like, bro, my hair is so long right now. Like I could dread it
Yeah.
and have this like the same haircut, but have something that I've always wanted, right? And if it doesn't work out, I can always cut it off and then start over. You know what I mean? But like I the only thing I'm worried about is this eye because I've got to like blind it from everything, bro. I wear a hat every day. I wear an eye patch and I wear sunglasses, and this bitch still burns. So it's like, how do I, you know what I mean? But when I was wearing my hair over my eye, it was better than a hat because it's just covered everything. Like I didn't have to worry. Like it was just
Yeah.
So much,
it was
like,
basically
layers
looking
and
through
stuff.
a willow tree. You know what I mean? Like it took all the sunlight out. So and that's a weird thing about my eye, man. Is like the past couple nights I've been having an amazing sleep, bro. Like I
Have
didn't even
you?
tell you, yeah. I didn't even
That's
tell you
great
that.
news.
So like for the past
Great
month,
news.
I haven't been able to sleep at all, bro. It's been to the point where like I haven't slept in my bed. I've been sleeping on the couch because I don't want to wake Kaylin up, and I've just been up there working on clothes. That's why I got so much fucking fun. Bro, look at this goddamn shirt I made.
Yeah, bro.
Look at this.
So far.
Woo! Making fire shirts
Yep.
and spilling the strawberry.
Did it break?
That's right.
It bust open?
Yeah,
No.
I was only gonna drink half it anyways. That's good.
It's cool.
But
It's fine.
this shirt here, bro, like these things, like I was very good at Adobe Illustrator. Like when it comes to Photoshop, I didn't know a single thing. But like I bought the college thing, so I got Adobe Illustrator, After Effects, the whole nine.
Yeah.
I don't know how to use any of it, but like since I was up at 4:00 in the morning, I'm like, I'm not gonna watch TV, bro. Like I'm not ruining this moment. And so like I came in last week and I told Andrew, I was like, look, bro, like even though I haven't been able to sleep, like we're writing the story right now. Like we're at the point where even though I can't sleep, I'm getting better because I can't sleep. So what I'm doing is I'm utilizing this fucking 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock hour to learn how to use Photoshop, bro. And like you can tell that my sleepless nights have gotten fucking good because there's so much more merch on these shelves now, bro. And that's only the beginning. Like that NASCAR shirt I made,
Yeah.
that thing is gonna be fucking 10 times cooler in a year because now I know how to use everything and
Yeah.
how to implement everything. But
Official racing shirt.
yeah, dude, and like I don't know, man. Like we're just in this point right now, man. Where like everything makes sense and is like
New doors open with situations, and you're taking advantage of something that is unfortunate. Like you've had obstacles in your way, and you're overcoming and getting better.
You
Because,
you can't really do nothing but find your way over the obstacle for real.
Bro, yeah.
Think about it.
got to, man. You gotta
Got to.
adapt or die, bro.
Like you can't. Yeah, mean, stuff happens, and you can like sit there and look like, damn. I mean, I feel like
I
sometimes
did that.
I feel like sometimes you go be like, damn, but then you could either be like, you could either stay like, damn,
Bro,
Yeah.
so
or you
so
could be
listen.
like, damn, nah, fuck that.
Let's
There's
we
bro,
do
there's
this.
there's a moment. There's a moment in my life where I had that for a long time. I sat there. I felt bad for myself. I felt bad for myself. And I remember the exact post that I posted that snapped me out of this whole thing, bro. Like I posted a photo of me. It was in my bathroom, and I took a photo of my ear. And I did like this, and I was looking straight ahead, and I took a photo, and I said, now you can see it. It's here. Take a look at it. Now listen to what the fuck I have to say, right? Because like 2 years ago, or this happened a long time ago now. I think about it.
Yeah.
But and after I got my ear bit off, my left eye detached, I felt like everyone stopped hearing me, right? Like when I was talking to you, but you just kept looking at my ear, looking at my eye, looking at my ear, looking at my eye, and you weren't hearing anything I had to say. For a long time, bro, it got to the point where like I was getting frustrated and upset, and like I remember the moment where I posted that photo that said, fucking here's your photo. You want to look at it? Look at it, bro. This is it. Like, and I remember that moment and thinking like, man, this isn't me, dude. This isn't like this isn't going to define the person that I am. You know what I mean? Because up until that moment, I felt like I lost my identity, bro. But because everyone was like, what happened to him?
Yeah.
Instead of like listening to like what, I'm not talking to you about my ear or my eye. I'm talking to you about my life, and you're just looking at my ear, going, Jesus Christ, dude, what happened to this dude?
Right.
Like
yeah.
not listening to what I had to say, and it happened so many times after that incident that I just got so fed up that I posted that photo and was like, here it is, dude. Fucking take a good look at it, because I don't want anyone to fucking stare at it anymore. You know what I mean? But like
Yeah.
that was just one of those fight or flight moments, man. And it's like I'm glad that it happened to me, but like not this whole thing. I'm glad that I had that moment of a snap where
Yeah.
I was like, I'm done. Stop looking in my fucking ears. Stop looking in my eye. Listen to what the fuck my mouth is saying, right? And like I had that moment, and maybe it changed in other people's minds, but I think more importantly, it changed in my mind, where I got it off my chest. Now I don't have to worry about people fucking looking at what happened.
They go look, but
Even if they
yeah.
do, your mental, the mental like side of things where you're like, all right, now I can be heard, not just seen. And I can only imagine dealing with that, because you're just
It was such a minuscule thing, because I'm sure it was only mental, and I'm sure it wasn't. I mean, I'm not sure, but I'm assuming that most people heard what I had to say. But when I'm looking at you in your eye and you're looking at my ear,
yeah.
you know what I mean? There's a disconnect, and it
Yeah.
really hurt me, bro. Because like I don't speak just to speak. Like if I'm talking
with
to you,
intent.
it's like there's meaning behind it. So if like
100%.
you're not listening, it's just like, what am I here for, bro? I'll go home.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I'll go do something else.
I've,
you know,
I've
so-
felt that myself in a different sense in quite a few times. You know what
Oh,
I mean? It's like, physique and humans and size makes a lot of difference in a lot of people's viewpoints. They don't take you seriously unless you fit what they deem successful as a human specimen. Really, like they really do. People, you'll talk to someone, like, all right, well, next guy, let's talk to this guy because he fits the bill what I'm looking for. Like, even though you might have the greatest ideas, if you just not heard, it doesn't do any good.
I think our story fits everybody's bill, though.
It really does, yeah.
I was listening to Gary V's podcast today.
Underdog sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I was listening to Gary V's podcast today about Rolling Loud.
Oh yeah.
Listen to that one.
Yeah.
So he interviewed like the guys that started Rolling Loud, and the guy's like, man, my first event, like maybe 200 people showed up, and then like Gary was like, okay, so 66 people showed up. He's like, 100%. It was only 66. Like, wasn't even that probably.
Yeah.
But like it didn't break me. It made me stronger. It made me fucking figure out
Yeah.
like we're not promoters. We're whatever. Like he like really found his ground. But like those are things that like you got to learn on. Like you just can't let that shit break you, bro. Like for any means.
For sure. And people are going to do so. You put on an event, people are either going to come or they're not going to come. You can't take it personally. It's not they don't want to be there because they don't want to be there, and also they may not come because you're the person putting it on. There might be another reason. So it might be out of your control.
Another event doing the same thing as a competitor. Yeah.
You just you don't know the factors. So like you cannot take it personally. All you have to do is just keep pushing to whatever your grind is. Keep pushing 100 miles per hour. Go, go, go. Because people are going to... Perception is reality. So when people perceive you a certain way or perceive your event like, oh, it's not going to be that cool. Like, this event's going to have way more people that I'm... way more girls, way more guys, way more whatever you're looking for. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to have way more of that than that event. I'm not going there. Well, their selfish perception, like, everyone has a selfish to a degree because we all got to take care of ourselves, but, like, their perception is like, oh, it's not gonna fit me, so I'm not going to that event. When really, if they were to show up, man, they might have the best time of their life. They might meet that person they're looking for. You know what I mean? Like if they're a single person out on the town and they're trying to look for some kind of come up, like they might miss out on their opportunity because they just kind of put the event in its own perception. Like, nah, I'm not trying to go there. I'm trying to go to this place. I'm familiar with this place. I'm going to go there. A lot of people go downtown, go to the same spot every single time. They go. Every bar they go to, I mean, not just downtown, anywhere in the city, there's... But speaking... Yeah, exactly. They go to the spot that they want to be at. Yeah. There might be an event at another new location. It might be good to go to a new location. It might be good for that. Like, the other day, we went to our buddy Wolf... Yaman was there. Yep. Yeah, man. And we
went down into Righteous Room.
Yep, Righteous Room. We were down there. It was Big Bag's first real event that they're throwing, and it was awesome. It was pretty cool to see because they had a DJ, the lights.
I'm pretty sure he said the DJ. Pretty sure the guy came in from he's from the UK. Or something.
Yeah. Right.
So,
right.
Yeah, it was. He was doing a lot of EDM stuff. It was a good vibe. People, it was.
But he put some throwbacks in there too. He threw a little bit of everything in that. Honestly,
There was EDM. There was hip hop. I think it threw a little bit of R&B, some classic soul. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly. Yeah, there was some stuff all over the spectrum for real. I was really impressed with the entire setup that he had. He had a nice. He laid a nice booth for him, raised a little and. We had the tables right by the booth. We were right next to him. We were, we were in the in crowd, that night, which was cool to see because it was the homie putting the event on. But there was a lot of people I didn't know.
Stoned.
I was right. Yeah, everyone was out there vibing, bro. Yeah, exactly. So it was cool though because I'm there. I'm amongst the crowd. I'm just kind of minding my own business, and I've got my own ventures, and we do the podcast, and we stay busy. And I've always stayed busy as a person. I've got enough energy. I gotta put it somewhere, so I do just that. But being there, and I kind of like when I'm out and about. Most of the time, I kind of stay low key. I kind of chill. I chill like with the homies, like sit on the wall, wallflower, if you will. But I'm not. I'm down to talk to anybody. I'm not sitting on the wallflower because I'm not afraid to talk. I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to vibe here, chill on my drink. Let's just hang out. Yeah. So I'm watching the event from, that perspective. And I see all these people coming in the room that I don't think know the guy put it on the event. So they're all coming in and they're just like, they walk in, all of a sudden they just start dancing and vibing. And
the DJ was in a zone.
Yeah. And I realized the power of music, though I've always believed this anyways, but I saw it in real time. The power of music was like these people came in the room and they were like the lights, because it was kind of an outside area the way the back of the Righteous Room is. It's looking up into the sky. It's the back of a in the city. Yeah. So I see people coming in and they're like vibing and they're all just having a good time. And I realized that the vibe, the music, and the whole room was just in sync. And I noticed everyone was in sync. Like, even myself, I was tapping my foot with all these people. And I'm like, man, we are all on the same, we're on the same playing field right now. We're all sitting here, in this. And even though we're not talking to each other, we don't know each other. I don't know if them from anything. I don't even know if they know who I know in the room. You know, right? So like they might just be there from on the street because there's no cover.
A lot of you know, it was
a lot of people are just stumbling in.
A
Yeah,
lot of people that was up there like up by like the bar and like the stage area. They are like we all like know each other.
Yeah, there were a lot.
Been out other places together. Like you feel
for
me?
sure.
Like, they know Wolf. Like,
but I know some of them knew Worth by the bar, but on the other side of the
like
room.
closer
to the door, none of them were coming over here to say anything to Wolf. They never even made a notion.
They was enjoying the music.
Exactly, that's my point. Is even though we were there supporting our boy, you know what I mean? We're all there for the event. They weren't coming for the event. It was just the music.
Fact, they had a birthday or something like that.
Oh yeah.
So like it was like somebody's birthday, like I want to somebody's 30th birthday or something like that. So they was in there, and then like the DJ, you know, like. The DJ was doing his thing, and people, like you said, everything was already in sync. Everybody was pretty much vibing. Bro, there was a point in the night where, like, I was, you know how, like, when you get high, you just, like, you just kind of, like, just looking at everything all at once.
Yeah, deep in thought, yeah.
I was kind of, like, sitting there, and I'm like, I'm thinking the same thing you thinking. And then, like, I don't know how to explain it, bro. Like, the DJ, like, you could tell he was zoned in. Like,
he was.
Yeah, he was on it. He
was deep in it, man. He was deep in it pretty much the whole time. They did a few photo ops. There's a video going around where just showing the vibes and showing like everybody. Wolf gave us all shout outs, which was really cool. Wolfbane, check out his music, Spotify, anywhere you get music, some it's super dope music, hip hop, different. He's got a few different styles, man.
Dropped the track, Guppies.
Yeah.
Like
he just dropped. Yeah, exactly.
Tracks that he put out.
Yeah, he's dropping out. Some more music here soon later this month, the 18th, I believe, October 18th. Okay. But that's the thing is like he didn't even perform. He was just putting the event. He was putting on. An opportunity for this DJ to show his stuff, and then the crowd, whomever they were, like I didn't know half the party, but I mean you knew some of the people that you've gone out with there. But there was just some random people that would come in the room and just start vibing out because there was no cover to get in. It was a free event. You could walk in right off the street and join us in the back of the Righteous Room in Cincinnati, Ohio, and it was just cool to see like how quickly it. Once I got there around midnight, so I was there. The event had been going on for about 2 hours, and I walked in, but 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, I just started seeing lines of people. Like, I mean, there was probably 40, 50,
nice little crowd of people
decent crowd, like coming in and out throughout the course of the night. Like, it's not a huge space, so it's. I mean, you can only like max out. Maybe I would say that room held maybe 60 to 80 people tops, if that. Like, so it's not a ton of people, but it was a vibe. The lighting they had above, the string lights, and the buildings lit up, and just the totality of the event was put on really tastefully, really nice. Blink is about to start. Blink downtown, the light show. It had that same kind of like color feel vibe. It was definitely aesthetically awesome. It was cool. And I'm huge shout out to Wolf. Appreciate you for inviting us out. And excited for the next event. I'm actually putting on a show November 4th. The band is Big Smile. They're the headliner. There's a few other bands. Soft Spoken, Friday Giants are going to be on there. Some homies of mine. The vocalist of Friday Giants was actually on one podcast for my birthday show, so that's cool. But yeah, but the event promotion game, it's tough out there. So I really appreciate Wolf getting in there and doing his thing. I know he is.
He was out.
He really is.
He was out there the day before. He was putting flyers out downtown.
Bro, I was
taping them to like the little poles. And
stuff. I was, bro, like that is so dope, bro. Because I was thinking about this literally yesterday. So back when the Twins, you remember Josh and Jeremy McCullough?
Yes.
So they had what was their like nightlife thing called? It was back when hashtags first became popular, bro. And like I was like, well, so why are you doing a hashtag on your things? Like, what does that mean? And he was like, well, so like if you hashtag this, like all of our stuff will pop up. I'm like, oh, okay. But they did the same thing, bro. They had the they were promoting events downtown, whether it be at Gala Park or Mint Cincinnati at the time or whatever it was. But those guys would go and flyer condo complexes in Florence, bro. Like old school, like old school shit that no one does anymore. Like go through all the cars and drop a flyer on their window.
Yeah.
Or put a flyer in. You know, so actually the smart thing, the smart thing they said was to put it in the door window, not underneath the windshield wiper, because you put it on their windshield wiper, after they get in the car and start the car, they got to get back out and get it. So if it's right there on the window, they pull it out as they hop in.
Yeah,
and now they can look at it.
Never put on the windshield wiper. Like that's
because they'll just try to turn the windshield wipers on and try to get it to fly off instead of just grabbing it and seeing what's this shit.
Yeah, I used to put Ocean Grid stickers, like not stick it on their car, but I would put it on cars outside of venues.
Yeah, but that's like grassroots marketing, bro. They're like people aren't doing it anymore. You know what I mean? Like people always just relying on Facebook or Instagram. It's like, bro, if you can, and Wolf does that all the time. Every time that he does an event, he goes and he pays for his own quarter-page flyers.
Yeah,
to do, and he goes and he stickers. He
he makes the flyers for the show that I put on back Black Friday. He made or it was not Black Friday. It was the show after that. It was February 20.
It's little things. It's little things like that.
He brought the flyers out, man. Like, I was very impressed. He brought them to the store. I was like, I was actually gonna print some out, whatever. And he's like, I got it done, man. I'll take care of it. No worries. Don't worry about it. I'm like, oh, you beat me to the punch to my own show, like that I'm putting on. Like, he was just one artist amongst, but he was kind of doing the headliner spot. But I was taken aback. I was like, man, all right, then I see you, man. Like, I've done that.
Grind
I've done
mode, bro.
I used to like, I've owned a music venue before, and I had a street team, and any show we'd print out flyers for every show. You can get them printed for cheap, and I would take this. I had the street team just completely flyer the entire city. Cincinnati, I'd have them go out to Indiana. I'd send them everywhere that I knew there were fans.
Bro,
so I did that for a while.
Let's do that with Quincy and the kids, man.
Yeah, man, I'm all down for it. I've done
instead
that
of
many
instead of
times,
stickers. Let's get them little. Like business cards wouldn't
Quincy
be
and the
cool. We
kids?
need
flyer. I mean,
Quincy Gold Rainer, bro. Shout out to you, bro. I love you, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out.
You've been repping since you were probably 12 years old.
I know, and he came in today.
Now he's driving his own whip, bro.
Bro.
He stopped in today, man, just checking on the brand. But he's been repping the brand for a long time, man. There was a skateboard competition that happened down in Delhi maybe like 5 or 6 years ago. He came up to me and he's like, "Hey, man, you owe me a hat." I'm like, "Do I? I don't even know who you are." He's like, "Yeah, man." He's like, I did a couple tricks for Q. Q was a skater we had on the bill a long time ago, and Q was like, "Hey, if you hit this trick, I'll get you a native hat." And he hit the trick, and they posted it online. So like, all right, dope, man. So like, I got him a hat, and so he just kept coming back, bro. Like, and he's not a skateboarder. He's a scooter dude. But like
solids though, his
bro,
videos,
like when you
quality.
when you think about like people rocking scooters, you think of like kids
riding
down the streets and shit. This kid's using. Oh, are you showing them right now? Appreciate it, bro. So look, even Tyrell is impressed with Quincy.
I know
is dope,
I mean, his videos are
he uses that that scooter as like a legit skateboard, bro. Like he's riding on one wheel. Like he'll land a trick on the back wheel of that thing and then ride off into the sunset on that back wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Like Quincy's super fire, bro, and he's such a good kid, man. He's got a good family. His dad's fire. Tim, shout out to you, bro.
Man. Musician, man.
The menus,
solid.
man. Like they've got their own little like nostalgia following within the city for sure.
Yeah. I've heard about him way before I met him, and I was like, oh man, that's super cool. Like,
you know
that's
what,
Quincy's dad.
You know what Tim does all the time? He rides skateboards on two hands.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, he's like,
Handstands?
check this out. Yeah, he'll just grab the board and he'll just ride down, he'll ride down a hill, like doing a handstand on the board.
Impressive.
Super impressive, bro. Like
Very
that
impressive.
whole family's got
Yeah.
not balance, but
Yeah.
like
Some serious
Yeah.
center
Balance.
know how to
Yes.
balance, control the center of gravity. Yeah. Wow. I mean, Quincy's videos are. I mean, he puts relevant songs on them. The tricks he's doing are super solid, and all the
Quincy's-
editing is done really well. Like it's all
Quincy is
he does a good job, man.
Quincy, bro, you are somebody that any company would be dying to get a hold of because you are such a good kid, bro. You've got a good establishment. You're smart. You got good family etiquette, and you're super dope at what you do, man. So like that's why we want to keep threading you with clothes. Whenever you want to come in here, I'll get you something, man. I appreciate you stopping in time after time again. And I'm sure it's not easy being out there, being a scooter kid in the skateboard world.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So
Now he's driving,
creating
so,
a new lane.
Yeah, man.
He
he
is
is,
creating
bro.
a new lane. I totally agree. I said that when I first met him, like, because
No one's doing it like he is.
no one's
bro.
doing it how he's doing it, and the tricks he's doing, you just can't hop on a scooter and just know, like, I'm gonna figure this out in a few days. No. It's he's putting in serious hours. He's getting up and he's hitting the skate parks, whether there are people with him or not. He's like by himself. He's got this dude that films him on all his videos, which that dude, he's the homie as well. Like he comes through with Quincy, and we throw him stuff as well. But like, because the film guy's just as important as your skater. You know what I mean? Like you got to have someone that's gonna show you what's up. But they come into the store. They're like, yeah, we just went on a run downtown, and I'm like, oh yeah, and he's like, yeah, man, we hit all of downtown. They're like coming in sweating. I'm like, you guys are putting in work out there, and he's like, man, I gotta get better. I got competitions I'm gonna get into. I'm like, you're gonna do competitions? He's like, I'm just about to start those. So he is like aiming for goals. He's solid, man.
One day he
Quincy's
might
the
just
man.
hit a backflip on it.
Bro, he's 16. He's gonna vocal right now for HVAC too, man.
Yeah, he was talking
That's
about that,
super
yeah.
dope.
HVAC.
Yeah.
Man. So 16-year-old like trying to get into the blue collar work at 16, bro. Like come on, man. Especially
Yeah.
because of the fact that somebody like you, like you've got dreams and aspirations to be a skateboarder, like to get onto that national, like he got, like we co-sign him, right? So, there's another place downtown in OTR, Urban Necessities. Is that what it was? Urban Necessities. Shout out to you guys, man, because you guys are sponsoring or going to be sponsoring Quincy as well. People like him, man, they're gonna go a lot further in this world, bro, because they've got the determination and they've got that structure, that back structure.
Yeah, they're willing to put time into their craft, knowing that they're gonna get opportunities. So like, you might as well, if you're gonna do something in like some kind of trade or some kind of skill like skating, you might find your way to market yourself and make your path, your journey much smoother, because you're able to have other people get involved and you have money to back you. He's taking the right approach. He came to Native. He started, all of a sudden in the video he shows me, he slaps the sticker on. He's like, brand new, there it is, and he put the Native sticker. I was like, okay, man, like, because an old scooter, slap a sticker on.
No big deal, yeah.
Brand new scooter, just up.
Yeah, you don't want to buy a Camaro and then throw a fucking bumper sticker right on it. But if you're going to, let it be a Native bumper sticker.
Exactly. And he put it right away, and I was pretty impressed. Yeah.
It's people like Quincy, man. We can't ignore, bro, because like that kid's
Absolutely
gonna
not,
make
yeah.
a big splash.
Yeah,
down
yeah.
the road.
I think that if you're out there trying to do your thing, there's a place for you. You just have to fight the right people in the right situation to make you shine, because there's someone for everybody, man. Like if you're in science, if you're in technology, you're in streetwear, like whatever you're in, there's a lane for you. You just have to find your place, and he did just that. So
For sure.
it's pretty impressive.
And I'm sure,
especially for his age.
I'm sure us co-signing him at a young age helped him get that sponsorship with Urban Necessities too. You know what I mean? Because he's able to go in there. He's got the confidence to say, "Hey, I'm already sponsored by Native." And in Urban Necessities, like, shout out to you guys. You guys know who Native is, and you guys asked us to be a part of an event at the end of the month. We're going to do everything we can to be a part of it for sure, because it's all about bouncing the ball within the court, man. And if you guys like what we're doing, And if you guys want some native merch over there, like we're all willing to put the merch in there to help you guys out as well. This is a streetwear community, bro. It's not just a store. You know what I mean? That's the big thing, man. Like I know Quincy went through some shit. Like after the whole thing with Q and I died off, you know, because like Q's a skateboarder. He's a really good skateboarder at that. And then you've got Quincy, who's the scooter gang, which is kind of like, you know, it's two different tiers, right? But once we lost Q, you know, for Quincy to still stay on board, even though, you know, I'm sure Q wasn't talking highly of us, it's that speaks volumes, bro.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
And he's been there since he's been 12, so like 4 years running, bro. Like, so for somebody like him, man, like, you know, I know he comes in, he's always eating our snacks and hanging out and trying to do tricks in
Being
the
a part of the
store.
tribe, man.
Like, but that's the reason. He is the reason why we are here today, is because of people like him, bro.
Yeah.
That saw us when he was young and said, "I love these guys."
Right. Yeah. Jump on board early. I will say Q has been in the store since, and he's
Has
always
he?
he has been in the store.
Just on a Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, I don't know.
I miss
when.
him, bro. I miss that guy.
Yeah,
Like,
and he had good things to say. He's so nonchalant and so low key about it. And I know he was very important. So like I'm like, well, you were so low key about what you were a part of. He's like, yeah, I'll go way back.
So he's seen this store here.
He has. I think the last time I saw him, it was the outside.
Alright.
Outside, but he did come in there, and he told me who he was, and I was like, oh. You're him, like
Yeah.
kind of
Bro,
moment. I was
I've got no ill will towards him, bro. Like he was at a point, like he's young, he's trying to do the skateboard thing, trying to get signed, and we literally I just got the deal on the pop-up shop out here, and honestly, I'm going to go ahead and tell the story.
sure.
The reason why Q doesn't fuck with us anymore is because of Quincy.
Oh, okay.
So, and it was because of that night where Quincy came up to me and said, "Hey, you owe me a hat." And I said, "Oh, yeah? Like, I don't even know who this kid is." And he was
Sure.
like, "Yeah, like Q told me to do a trick, put in out, and he'll get me a hat." So he's like, "I did the trick. We put it up online. And so now I'm just waiting on my hat." I'm like, "All right, cool." So I thought Q already co-signed him, right? Like, as like, yo, like Q's like, "Yo, this kid is dope.
Okay.
Let's get him some merch."
Sure.
So I started talking to Quincy. I was like, "All right, I got you, bro." So I got him a hat. I gave him a ton of stickers and a ton of those bracelets. And then all of a sudden, Q wasn't the only guy on at the skate parks with the bracelets and the stickers and all that shit.
Okay.
And so Q came to me and was like, "Bro, what are you doing? Like, why'd you co-sign Quincy? Why'd you put him on as a brand rep?" And I'm like, I thought that was your call. I thought you were the
Yeah.
one that was like fucking hyping him up and get him to like do, you know, come in here and get the clothing and the
Yeah, he
I
seemed
was
legit.
Just, I was
so
just,
like,
I was just acting as if like I thought you were
Yeah.
cool with him, so I was trying to be cool with Quincy, so that we can like, you know, tackle both fields, the skate,
Right.
the skate
Working-
in,
yeah,
and
work-
the.
yeah.
But, you know, skaters don't want the scooter kids to have that type of pull when it comes to the skate parks, and I get that. I totally get that, bro. Totally understand that. Like, you know, Quincy was the first guy or Q was the first guy that I got involved with the brand, and he was out pushing it hard the whole nine. So I totally understand everything that he was doing. It was my fault because I thought that he co-signed Quincy.
Yeah.
So I gave Quincy a bunch of stickers and bracelets, and he had a problem with that. And
I see the
and I
the disconnect,
Yeah. No,
yeah.
and I told him, I was like, bro,
shouldn't it
like,
be like a thing where like the skaters and the, you know what I'm saying, even with the scooters, they should want to like. You know what I'm saying?
bro, like that's the thing. Like Q, like so Q's the skater, Quincy's the skateboard or the scooter. But Q is so dope that he's that guy that all these little kids look up to. They all come to him, and like even the skate, like when he was getting co-signed by Native, these scooter kids were coming up to him to get stickers and stuff. And so once I co-signed Quincy, that basically alienated Q as the go-to guy.
Q bought Quincy.
He brought him in on a do this trick. I'm gonna film it and we'll get you a hat, right? But Quincy came to me and said, you owe me a hat.
Yeah.
And so I was already under the assumption that these guys already had some shit going on. So I was like, cool, Quincy, my boy. I co-signed Quincy right away because Q was putting him on the backside.
He was under the impression that Q was pushing for Quincy to become the next thing, when really Q was just trying to.
So once I gave Quincy a bunch of clothes and stickers and bracelets and shit. Now there were two people at the skate park with stickers and merch
But regardless, I mean, they at the same park, so shouldn't it be
right? But I'm on your side. I was assuming that was the right move, is to have two people rocking it and two people giving the shit away. Q didn't like it because Q is a skateboard guy. He's the one that does the competitions, and he's really good at what he does. So, and at the time, Quincy was only a 12-year-old kid. So if we're co-signing a 12-year-old kid, that depreciates the longevity of the brand that Q's trying to do. And I get that on all levels, bro. Like from A to Z, I get everything that happened between me and Q, and he was also going through a breakup from his girl at the
How
time.
often
Which
does Q come to the store?
I haven't seen him in 4 years. Haven't seen him in 4 years.
It kind of messed up.
You
the
haven't
relationship.
seen. He is coming to the store.
I think
That is.
Q probably wanted-
I didn't know that you didn't see him in 4 years. He is coming to the store. Yeah.
I've
I'm
heard
on-
about
he
him.
he introduced himself to me. He was like, when he talked to me, he had, I think his parent was with him.
His mom and sister.
His mom.
Like, yeah.
His
yeah.
mom was with him. I remember he was like, yeah. He's like, I'm Q. And it was definitely at the old store, because I remember being behind the desk and I was like, oh, like light came on. I was like, oh, you're Q. And like, I didn't know too much of the backstory. I just knew there was a fallout, but I was like, what's up? Like, prepared to give him stuff. That was where my mentality was. I was like, all right, now this guy in this room is like, all attention is on him, because we were slow anyways. No one's coming out of their houses at this point. It was still, pandemic's still strong. So, but he was in there, and I'm like, man, all right, what can I give him? And he was very nonchalant. I would have never known if he didn't tell me. He didn't make it known. I didn't even know he was a skater. Honestly, he didn't even come off as.
All I'm saying is, if Q, that's the skateboard dude, right? Q.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And Quincy, he was the younger guy. He's with the scooters. All I'm saying is, if it's Q and you bring the little homie in here, like, I mean, like you said, like, what was you supposed to think? Like,
right.
you the stamp of approval. So you know what I'm saying? You bring him in here, like, I don't know why.
I get
like,
both sides, bro. I get both sides, because at the time Quincy was only 12, right? So, and he was he was on a scooter. You know what I mean? So like.
But Q brought him in, so it's like, yo, he doing
right.
something like this. Hey, yo, he liked the brand. He doing something different.
And
So,
you know
like,
what?
it-
You know
it
what?
shouldn't-
And
that's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be like.
And honestly,
Yeah.
like Q and I should probably sit down, because he saw
y'all need-
something.
yeah,
He
it's
saw
gotta be a
something in
sit down.
Quincy 4 years ago that Quincy's still doing to this day. Like, he's gotten so much better at. Quincy's the best scooter gang around, bro. Like no one. Like, I don't even know if a lot of skaters can keep up with the shit that he does. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the scooter's one thing, because you got handles on it, but
Right.
you still have this whole dynamic of trying to control what you have. It's the same thing as a skateboard. You know what I mean? It's just in a different category. I 100% get it, and I've got no ill will towards Q. Like we had some.
It shouldn't even be no ill will. It just need to be like a sit down, like, bro, like, it's.
For sure. I mean, he called me.
I don't know.
He
Q.
called.
If I could
He called me
see
a
Q
kike,
face to
bro.
face, I talk to him and let him know, like, bro, like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, like,
What was that?
He called me a kike.
what the fuck is a kike?
Like a Russian Nazi or whatever that fucking kike is. You know what I mean? I'm like, are you serious, dude? Like,
He was feeling.
Yeah, some troll
but
shit.
that's just the moment of the heat, bro. Like, there's probably nothing more.
But he took
to
it
To heart.
very personal. Yeah,
Yeah.
took it very
That's what it
personal.
sound- that's what
That
his
he
whole
wasn't
situation sound like.
maybe wasn't the guy for a minute, and like
I get it, bro. I
but
get it.
yeah.
That's ego.
And as me being in Q's position, like I've been in his position. I've been in all these people's positions before, so I understand. Like, I understand being the king of the skate park, and then somebody else getting the exact same shit that you have, and going, wait a minute, like I'm so much better than this dude. Why is he giving away the same shit I give away?
Right.
I 100% understand that, bro. I just like it was a misunderstanding during a skate event, and it was at the same time that him and his girl were in a massive breakup. So he was already frayed out of his mind.
He skateboard, old dude on the scooters, but they go to the same
I'm
skate
in,
park.
bro. I'm in
to the same
I'm in the
skate park,
same
so
boat you
instead of
are.
thinking off like ego and stuff like that, like they need to be trying to like he should
Work
Q
together.
should try
Coincide,
to work together,
yeah.
You feel me? Like he
And
should
I'm
work
sure
like that,
I'm
like
sure
that.
they would now, because I'm sure Q and him are probably still good friends. You know what I mean? Like probably Q probably doesn't have as much to say to Quincy, because now Quincy's rocking the brand. And like I told Q, I'm like, bro, this is the worst time for you to fucking argue with me. Like, I just signed a fucking a store here at Newport on the Levee for 4 weeks, and like who knows what's gonna happen. So like, this was back when like I had my original store in Dayton, Kentucky that I signed Q. So like this was before the hype. So like now we're light years ahead of we were 4 years ago, right? And so now I'm sure Q's in a point where like, fuck, I messed that up.
Because he was probably, like you say, he was going through.
It's
something. He
emotions,
probably
bro,
wasn't
and like
thinking about it
I was a teenager too, bro. Like emotions, like there's ways to get around that. You know what I mean? Like talk to each other. You know what I mean? Like that's all you have to do. And like,
shit.
I'm 100% down with co-signing Q again. Q's with Westwood Skateboarding now, which is dope. I love the guy that owns Westwood Skateboarding. I wish him nothing but the best, bro. He's out there over in Cheviot.
Okay.
So he's
not too far away.
Yeah, but he feels like he's outside of the downtown demographic for some reason. He feels like he can only get like that West Side crew over
I mean,
there for some
he
reason.
is a little outside of downtown. There are different.
Bro, come on, we're in Kentucky, son.
Yes, we are in Kentucky. We are in Kentucky.
I mean, we are in
but
Kentucky, and we are the number one brand in.
Let's
in
recognize.
the Cincinnati area.
Recognize that we have areas that are separate, and like Cincinnati. I'd love to bring them all together, but people on the west side don't. They like just like any other area. The east side is different than the west side. Kentucky, we have our own side. We're people don't even come to the Kentucky side for things, man. We live in a
we are an outcast. Like
are.
even the skate crew in Newport doesn't like us.
There are different sections.
I've heard that.
There are
Yeah.
different sections and places people live in, but regardless of that, it's still like-minded.
Still the greater
So it's like
Cincinnati. We should all be in it.
People got to be more concerned with building an army than trying to like.
But it doesn't surprise me that people
build
from different
territories and
areas,
shit.
like when you get to Westchester and you get out to different areas, that they do feel outside of the inner downtown Cincinnati. With Chevy, it's a little closer to that, but like I do when you go out.
Chevy
When you
is
go
a
out there,
that's why
baseball
people need
thrower.
to.
when you when you go out there to the bars and stuff, none of them make their way downtown. They all stay on their little side of town.
That's the truth. But that's the west side. That's the market that you
Seen
adapted
it.
to.
Yeah. But like that's the mentality there is all I'm saying. I would love for us to be a collective. I'm always pushing for we're a commuter city, man. People are coming from Indiana coming here. Like it is not that
because it's the
daily.
like-mindedness.
Exactly. Everyone heads
And
to the
that's
river.
why-
Everyone heads to the river, and that's where we're at. It's just certain parts
It'd be the
feel
same
some
thing
type of
with-
way.
It'd
It
be the same
is.
thing with hip hop. And
Yeah.
On top,
Check
like,
them socks, bro. Check them socks.
Correct. Whoa.
You know what that is, bro?
I've seen them faces, man.
Bitch, you just bought that yesterday at McDonald's, son.
Yeah.
These are Cactus Plant Flea Market socks. I've had these for not years, but I've had them for almost a year.
Yeah.
These are my favorite
Fire.
socks, bro. Look, CPFM on this side, and it's got both faces on that side.
Yeah.
Killing
What?
it, bro.
Yeah. The double eyes get me.
Yeah.
No one gets it. No one understands it. But that's just his. How do you make a smiley face important, right?
Even more cool.
So like I'm gonna tell you that, like, bro, those old fucking 4x4 Jeeps, or not Jeeps, but old 4x4 trucks from like the 80s. that have the 5 lights on the top that are all smiley faces, right? You know what I'm talking about? So you've got like an old like 88 Jeep, and it's got these big circular lights on top.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
back in the 80s, they
Yes.
had
Yes, I know what
little
you're talking
covers for them that were little smiley
Right.
faces, and the actual mouth said like Jeep or whatever the brand was, right? So people are always trying to recreate that smiley face, trying to make it their own. You know what I mean? Like we
So many smiley face logos.
we do it with the winking eye because of the eyeball. I was thinking about putting an eye
Took a picture
patch
of that
over
earlier.
it on every one I do, but I like the fact that I can graffiti things and just do the
X.
slanted eye and then the circle, right? So it's like one eye's closed. It'd be, I guess I could do like an eye patch, but I like.
Everybody loves the
I,
smiley face.
I like
man.
the X. Let me put the X in it.
What's that movie?
Smile. That's about to come out Friday.
Not Smile.
Oh,
no,
bro,
man.
their marketing.
We the-
Theirs is so good.
ridiculous,
Oh
dude.
man, I want to see it.
Where they hunting ghosts and shit.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, didn't they have like a smiley face?
I think so.
I could be tripping.
Yeah,
don't know.
I think on the newest.
I be remembering like little, like
Bits
you
and
feel me?
pieces.
Yeah.
It-
like
it-
this-
what
But I mean-
what makes the smile?
But I mean,
what makes
think
the
about
smile
it.
so terrifying?
Even Nirvana, bro.
on
Even
that
Nirvana,
on
their
that
smi-
movie.
their
On yeah,
logo.
that's like in general,
It's
like
like a smiley
Tucking
face.
in the chin. Tucking in the
Yeah,
chin.
It's the crinkle. It's that crinkle in the smile.
It's that tucking in the chin and looking up, bro. So there's a new movie called Smile coming out on Friday,
Yeah.
and it's like a horror movie, and so
I'm
bro,
watching it.
like their propaganda was so dope, dude. They've got people going around. They like bought seats behind home plate and hired people to sit there the whole time and just smile at the camera, bro, like
That'll
this,
freak you out.
oh man.
Yeah.
like all creepy and
That's
shit,
so
bro. Or
creepy.
like
Oh,
for all 9 fucking innings.
That's so.
They're just
creepy.
sitting there smiling on it, just like with a shirt that says "smile" across it, bro. Like if that's not like I'm going
The
to go
dopest
spend my
marketing.
$20 to the movies because that type of marketing is so dope, bro. It's thinking outside the box.
I can
like
see them doing that with basketball.
Bro,
You at the free throw line.
every
They do
sporting
so much
event,
crazy-
Right.
Dude, every sporting event to promote that movie.
but
That
the
would be
movie,
so
the movies during like people promoted during baseball season, so you gotta do it
Yeah.
at a game, right? If it was in basketball season, you would at a basketball game, right?
cool. Yeah.
I promise
Football.
you, I'm not
Football
lying.
game.
I remember being in high school. We was at like a Centerville basketball game. And we watching them play. And I remember being there and the dude shooting a free throw and one of the kids, like, I don't know if that was a student section or what, and he turned around and pulled his pants down as the dude was shooting a free throw. Because, I mean, you
Got him.
shoot a free throw and
Got
then
him.
you see some ass cheeks or something, you like, what? You know what I'm saying? And then you
some ass
and then throw you off and then you end up missing the free throw, like.
bro, you want to know
promise
something
you, bro,
crazy?
it's
So
like-
so completely off topic. You ever see the movie Teen Wolf?
I ain't, that's with them vampires.
So
wolves or
so
whatever,
it
like,
was Michael J. Fox who, in his DNA turned into a wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he got mad.
I think I ain't never watched.
Gotta
like,
watch,
the
bro.
whole
Gotta watch.
movie.
Teen Wolf 1's the shit.
I
Teen
gotta
Wolf
see
2 had Jason Bateman in it, but Teen Wolf 1 at the end of the movie, bro. So it was a high school basketball game, and the Beavers won. That was the team that Michael J. Fox played for. When they won, the stands they all jumped up and cheered, right? And one dude in the crowd pulled his fucking dick out of his jeans, bro. Dick and balls.
Oh,
Pulled him out of his jeans and jumped up and started cheering when they won, and the fucking production crew didn't catch it. So in the movie, you can see a dude jump up and his dick is just fucking flopping around as he's cheering for the team, bro.
yeah.
That's great.
Ooh, man.
You want to talk
Someone
about
answer-
bloopers, bro?
Right, I was gonna
like
say blooper.
Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Fire,
Yeah.
bro.
They look
Someone,
back at that
someone's to
tape
answer
like,
for that. Yeah.
All right, bro.
Well.
So we've got 6 minutes left, man. So speaking of Easter eggs, we've got some really good news for anyone that's still watching, which is fucking very few of you guys right now, and I appreciate you for checking in. We are starting a reality show out of this store, so it's already set in stone. Everything's good to go. We're going to start filming this month. It's going to be twice a month that we're filming out of here. It's going to be during the podcast day. So if you want to be a part of it, you know what day you got to be here. But this is something that's going to be fun, man. This is going to be something that like we're able to document trying to get to the next step, because there's a lot of things that we're doing, man, with the vending machines that we're trying to pull off. We've got people like Lorenzo Hunt that
Dude, he's a beast.
dude.
Oh.
So this guy came into the
Dude, his
store
bare knuckle
about a year ago,
Killed.
and he's a scary dude, man. He came in, and the way he talks is intimidating, right? Like everything
like a
he's
big dude.
bro. He on Saturday. He's now the bare knuckle boxing champion of the world. And this guy came in like a year ago. He's like, yo, I'm gonna be the bare knuckle boxing champion of the world. Like, I need you all to do merch for me, the whole nine. So like we've been going back and forth for a while. And he's so intimidating, man, that like I'm kind of scared to send him designs and shit. Like I'm just being honest,
Yeah.
like for real. And he's just been on this path, bro, of like just beating everybody that's in his way of getting to that top tier.
Bare knuckle boxing.
Bare knuckle boxing,
That's
bro, and
pretty
he
much
is.
a-
So
one of
he
the
got
best
he
street
went
fighters in the
went
world.
viral.
Call it.
He went viral maybe a month or two ago for like fighting a ram. He was ramming a ram in the head and like trying to push each other. You know, like how rams like
Yeah.
Yeah.
pushes your shit like fucking. He went head to head
It was
with a ram.
Wild
Nah,
vid, like
he
a
tripping.
straight
And
animal,
then
bro.
Fucking like going like this way or
It was
this
pushing
way,
him back.
You
like,
get away with it.
Yeah.
And do what you
just
do,
fucking
bro.
skull to skull, bro. And like
Damn.
it was funny, like when he finally pulled off like that ram was like, where you going? Where you going? You done? Okay. But it's like, man, so people like that, bro. Like we've had so many people that popped in the store that have like fallen back on this journey, bro. So if we can just keep continuing to push the boundaries and keep doing what we're doing, man, we're gonna find people like him. So like Lorenzo, like I promise you, bro, like give me 5 days. I'm gonna create the dopest Lorenzo Hunt like bare knuckle boxing champion shirt of the world, bro.
Yeah.
Boxing.
We already did a shirt for Shinsuke Nakamura when he ran
Yeah.
the WWE.
Like it's no gloves.
No gloves,
No
bro.
gloves,
No
yeah.
gloves. Not, bro. I'll show you video. I'll show you videos afterwards. This dude, he just, bro. Like I don't like. He's got the strongest chin on earth because he tucks
to.
it in, and then he's able like he's got muscles like.
He probably got like a strong neck too.
Bro, he's got
The neck
muscles.
keep
He's
you
got
up there
muscles
from
in
snapping
places
when
you
they
didn't know you had to
chew
use. Because as
Yeah.
his chin is tucked down, he's coming over top and knocking people out, bro. Like he is a fucking specimen of a human being,
Yes,
bro.
he is,
And like I
yeah.
can't like I really hope he doesn't hate me for not jumping on the bandwagon early, but like my design skills weren't at his level. Like he wanted me to do like lightning bolts behind his shit and like all these things, and like I didn't know how to do it until a month ago, bro. Like now that I
Right.
like got no sleep, I learned Photoshop and I learned how to do all that shit. So yeah, Lorenzo Hunt, they call him the Juggernaut, bro. On
His social
bare
media
knuckle-
is legit, bro.
so BKFC,
Yeah.
bare knuckle fight championship, bro.
And he's the best in the entire world. He's
Yeah.
number one. So yeah, he is it. Like he won it all. So
If we go
that
to any
dude is
club and anybody
the
that
real
fuck with
deal.
us,
Yeah.
He with us.
Bro, he like I wouldn't like I'm.
He was in the
scared.
store. We met him. He was like telling us about it. He was like you could tell.
Bro,
how
he
he
was
carried
so
himself.
he was so confident on,
Yeah.
on he's I'm gonna be the bare knuckle champion. I'm gonna be it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's just like, bro, like, and then less than a year later, like this dude's not like every single dude that's ever talked shit to this guy, right? Like they, you know how UFC is and like all this shit talking, this
Yeah,
Conor
before
McGregor
the- right before the
bullshit,
fight,
bro.
yeah.
Like everyone comes in and talks shit to fucking Lorenzo, and Lorenzo just like face plants this dude on the ground and then stands over him like,
Dude.
what'd you say to me earlier, bro? Like,
right.
you know what I mean? But like he's so cool, calm, and collected. Like after he knocks you out, bro, he's like, I'm not gonna swing anymore. I'm just gonna stand over you like fucking Muhammad Ali and just look at you.
Yeah.
Like he
And
is.
the ref's like break it up. Like and it's
Man, I'm Lorenzo. We're gonna clip this right now, and we're gonna send it to you, bro. I love you as a human being, man. Like for the fact that you came in here and saw the store and wanted to design some clothes. I wanted to design clothes for you. I wasn't good enough. I'm good enough now. I'm gonna create something that's gonna be super fire, bro. Because like your longevity is gonna be there, bro. He's a fucking force to be reckoned with, man. And like not only that, like just watching his Instagram, like his 30-second reels, like bro, like they're all so crazy. Like, why wouldn't you want to follow this dude? Like he's got 30-second clips where he's knocking out 10 people in fucking 30 seconds, and like every single one of these people that he knocked out, he's got a clip 3 months before where this dude was just mouthing off or sucker punched him. There was one guy that you guys saw got knocked out on his back that sucker punched him, bro. Like after this dude's fight, Lorenzo hopped in the ring to start the controversy. Like, oh, you think you're bad? You ain't got me. Yeah. Dude fucking hit Lorenzo in the face like as he came up, and like Lorenzo wasn't looking for it, right? So like, but then when the time came, he put that motherfucker on his ass, and that was when he stood over him. Like, what did you say to me earlier, bro?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Remember
like,
this moment.
You said Lorenzo Hill?
No, Lorenzo Hunt.
Oh, Lorenzo Hunt.
Yeah, they call him the Juggernaut, bro.
Lorenzo Hunt.
You better ask somebody.
Oh, right here.
Baby. That wasn't the smooth exit.
No, it wasn't the smooth exit, but he made it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, man. It's 10:01. So let me see. Was there? Did we cover everything? I feel like there was one other thing I wanted.
Elon Musk is now going through with purchasing Twitter for $44 billion. It is official. He retracted the agreement. He backed out.
Well, he retracted because then they wouldn't admit how many bots they had.
Right, but I guess
are they admitting how many bots they have?
I haven't heard anything, but they did report today that he is going through with it as the original agreement, and he would be purchasing Twitter for $44 billion. Elon Musk. So, I don't know.
Like that money could be well spent in other places.
I agree. But
you know what I mean? Like I mean, I'm sure whatever Elon's doing, I'm a part of, bro. Like holy shit, bro. My new car is now waterproof.
He probably want to.
What?
My new car is waterproof.
You mean
my new car is waterproof?
That's cool.
You ain't got to go to.
Let me say it again,
no
bro.
The Tesla truck?
That Cybertruck will be fucking waterproof. If something happens, if there's a fucking flood, this thing can swim through the fucking water now.
Wow.
Bro, they announced it today. There's a fucking video of a fucking Tesla in ocean water and some guy in the fucking back of it just hanging out with no shirt on, bro, just kicking it.
We're going to need that because that hurricane that's going down in Florida, was it Hurricane
Ian?
They said about 100 people, well, it's probably more now.
Yeah.
A couple days ago, they said 100 people passed away from it.
Bro, like those hurricanes are no joke, man. Like I lived in Tampa, so I live on like the Gulf side. So like all the energy comes in off the Atlantic, right? And so as it comes in, every once in a while it'll come from below. And if it comes from below, like Tampa's never worried because that Gulf, like Florida's Panhandle, and then it cuts down to like Texas. So that little like circular thing always veers it off, bro. So like when I lived in Tampa, hurricanes were coming in. My mom and dad calling me like, fucking cover, and like everyone in Tampa's like, bro, like don't even worry about it. It's gonna veer off. All
rain and shit.
Yeah. So basically, like my car got flooded. That was it. Like my car got to the point where the water was high enough where it got into the floorboards of the shit. PT Cruiser, shout out, Mischief. What's up? But yeah, so like it was one of those things where like all the bar fronts, all the bars, like they would just put sandbags in front of their stores just to try to keep as much fucking water out as they could. But other than that, like people in Tampa knew that this shit was gonna veer off. Like we haven't had a fucking actual hurricane and God knows how long because it always hits the other side of Florida. It always hits the Pacific, the Atlantic side.
Never say never though, because you'll never know.
Man, you know, bro, especially with the way the weather's changing these days, man. Like a little bit of temperature change can fuck up a lot of shit, bro. But
for the longest time living up here, they told me you couldn't have tornadoes up here because it's a valley or something like that. And then we had a tornado.
Yeah. Of course, bro. Like that.
What was it, last year? Or?
I mean, we have tornadoes pretty often, but they're not significant, right? Like, I actually one of the craziest things. I was a part of a microburst in Chicago. So, when you think about like tornadoes, the reason why tornadoes aren't predominant in cities is because big buildings, they break up the wind, and as these big buildings stand up, it breaks everything up. So it's not as strong.
Yeah.
A microburst comes straight down, bro. It's the weirdest fucking thing, man. It comes down and then explodes as it hits the earth. So like this microburst came through and fucked up everything in Chicago at the time. Like we had a trampoline that was like found like fucking up like blocks away, bro. Like it was crazy. But like things like that, like microbursts and things like it's wild, man. Like everything that happens with Mother Nature, you never know why it's happening or what we're doing to make it happen, but we're definitely like pressing the buttons to do this shit. Like,
There's a weather machine out there, man. I don't know what's real and what's not. I mean, if someone out there can control the weather down to when it rains, when it snows.
I mean,
that's terrifying.
That's easy.
Yeah.
That's easy.
But can you,
condensation, bro. Like, you can build a cloud easily and fucking make that bitch rain.
Right. So if you can take it to the next level and create like a tsunami, create hurricanes, tornadoes.
I mean, I don't think people. I don't think humans are doing that. Have you ever seen the video of the human-made rain? It was like BBC, right? Like it was one of those like European.
Yeah.
And this guy's like, this company builds clouds to produce rain, and this fucking thing's in the background. It's producing this big cloud, and it's sunny outside. And this fucking news reporter goes, "You fucking believe it? It's fucking raining. It's raining right now." Like he was so blown away about everything that's happening. Like, but it's like, I mean, that's just condensation at a max level, right?
Sure.
Like you can figure out how to do that. But to build hurricane, like I don't think people are building hurricanes. I think the shit that we're putting it out in the universe,
into the universe is causing
it. Yeah.
The global warming
celebrate
aspect.
Well,
we're talking
global warming happens all the time.
True, but we're talking rise like with these icebergs that are melting, which are rising the seas, which are changing the landscapes of. Everything has an effect on the world. You know what I mean? So like, I'm sure there's some impact we're making. I mean, definitely we're making an impact, but some impact on like the hurricane and the Mother Nature's fear side. Like we have to be affecting that.
Man,
it's got to be a real, very, very real thing.
I totally feel like we got to get going because I've got to get going. But
I
totally forgot to announce what we're about to do. We didn't say it, did we? The reality show? Did we say that?
We did talk about the reality show.
We did? And it's already set in stone?
Yeah, you already.
It is set
well,
in stone.
shit.
Can't go back on it now.
Congratulations, everybody.
Can't go back on it now.
We got a reality show going.
Reality show is coming. Yeah. Shout out to Illico. We're about to make this thing a reality. So we've been talking about it for a while, and we've made the moves to set it in motion, and you'll be seeing a reality show on your screens before you know it.
It'll be a good time. If you want to be a part of it, come on down. Every other Tuesday, we're going to be filming down here. So
other Tuesday.
It'll be
twice a month.
Twice a month.
Yeah.
We're going to have some good content to provide.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to be a part of it.
It's going to be a lot of different little scenes of stuff, some regular stuff. People, coming to the store and just totally we're talking. Talking to
the way that I see the TV show going is half Slobby's World, half like maybe like Goodfellas, maybe Knock Around Guys, maybe like half Slobby's World, half like
a little bit of Office sprinkle in there, maybe.
I was trying to go like completely off scale, but yeah, no, it's definitely going to be like The Office where we're talking about guests,
talking about our situations. I mean, I'm ready. I'm just excited to see what this brings out of the woodwork. I mean, I'm sure there's people out there when they find out about this, they will make their way to the store, and he's got merch to show.
Hey, so
type that number.
We're in here producing new shit all the time, man. Check that out, bro. That shit's fire. And you can call that number. We'll
Call the
answer.
number.
That's the best part, bro. So yeah, that's something I've been working on a while. Except I've got fucking chocolate sauce all over it now, bro.
Goddamn.
Gotta make another.
Banana sauce all over it. That's what it is.
But yeah, all right.
All right, man. So this
Sauce.
is gonna 10:10. How long have we been going for?
We've been going for about 3 hours and 10 minutes.
Cool.
Shit.
Yeah.
All right, bro. This is gonna wrap up another episode of the PowWow, I think.
Yeah.
Until the next
Another
season.
one, bro. See you on the next
Yeah.
episode.
So, is there anything else we want to lock up? Liquid Death. Thank you for sponsoring this podcast. We appreciate you guys for
Yeah.
everything you sent us. We can't wait to get the actual fucking outfit in, bro. That's gonna
Yeah.
be crazy. We're gonna be able to do some crazy stuff with that. So,
Shout out Liquid Death.
shout out to Liquid Death. We appreciate you guys for sponsoring the podcast.
Yes.
Brian Duffy, thank you for sponsoring the podcast, bro. Duffified.
Yeah.
We're hopefully going to be getting some new ideas and some new merch from him, man. So he wants to work on some new shit for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
He actually just lost his 215 hat.
Mm.
He's been freaking out over it too, which is such a good feeling because he's like, bro,
It's
like
my favorite hat.
yeah, he's like, I left it at the hotel and they don't have it anymore. Like I don't know what to do, and like he texts me, he's like this and this, and then I don't know if I messaged him back, but the next day he was like, I know you're busy, dude.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, I did message him back. So
I
like,
need
hey
it.
man, I was like, I can make more of the 215 hats, but like it's better if we can run 12 at a time, so that we can offset the cost of how much how much it costs to make them or whatever.
Yeah.
So next day he's like, hey bro, I know you're busy, bro, but like, I really need to get this hat back in, man. It's like my favorite hat. Like,
Right.
so
I feel naked without it. Like if you got a hat and it's gone, what do you do? Like
and I told him, I'm like, bro, like I'd love to just do a bunch of hats for you, like women's hats, men's hats, and just
Yeah, hand
send
them
them
yeah.
to him and
Hand
just
them out
let
to the
him
family and
give them
friends,
away, bro, for
Yep.
sure.
Yeah.
Because that's longevity, man. That's what it comes down to.
It is true.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you guys checking it from their episode of the PowWow. This is your
Yes,
boy
sir.
Jay Banks,
Appreciate
Andrew
you.
Eisler,
Yeah.
Yaman, and
Yaman.
then
What's
what?
up,
What?
y'all?
Oh, he's on the
Have a
phone
good-
with the
He's on a
wife.
phone call. Yeah, he's out
Yeah.
there doing some business.
All right.
We appreciate y'all.
We'll see you next
Thank
week
you.
on another episode of the
See y'all.
PowWow. Man, if
Later.
you guys want to check in, if you want to be a part of it, comment below or message us. We'll get you on that.
Appreciate you later. Bye.
Peace.
See ya.
Peace. Bye.